Three queens, no cap, no stall. Step aside, here come the long-tailed dog. Beans on deck, I bring the spice. Slick talk, sharp tone, never play nice. Timeline tight, I write the fight. Feeding on clout day and night. Name sweet tea, sugar and fire. Draw so sweet, but I'll raise it higher. Boots click loud, grace and grit. Bless your heart, but don't throw a fit. Flame red pigtails, twist and tease. Drama queen, I do it with ease. Snap like thunder, I light the scene. Cute chaos, call me the meme. We the lockout dolls, top of the thread. Drag with style, every post gets read. Bean, sweet tea, pigtails on call. Spilling truth, no fear, we ball. Feeding frenzies, fire and flare. We flip your feed, we're everywhere. Bold and bad, sweet with sting. Three doll names, one royal ring. We the lockout dolls, top of the thread. Drag with style, every post gets read. Bean, sweet tea, pigtails on call. Spilling truth, no fear, we ball. Feeding frenzies, fire and flare. We flip your feed, we're everywhere. Bold and bad, sweet with sting. Three doll names, one royal ring. We the lockout dolls, top of the thread. Drag with style, every post gets read. Bean, sweet tea, pigtails on call. Spilling truth, no fear, we ball. Lockout dolls, lace and steel. Telling tales, keeping it real. Lockout dolls, full reveal. Internet shook, we the deal. Los cows, dolls, dolls. Lost and still, telling tales, keeping it real. Lockout dolls, full reveal. Internet shook, we the deal. Dolls, dolls.
Welcome all of our Barbie brats and bros. Welcome to Locale Dolls. Now today is a weekend stream. We did not get a redirect, but that's because the weekends are full game. So today is a tape challenge. So basically, I thought that the girls need a little bit more practice when it comes to running a show. Talk a little bit more, have a little bit more energy. I feel like I've been doing a lot of work, a lot of talking, and they just need to step up their game. So what This happens. Oh my god, now my voice is in my
So
head.
far, I'm still seeing like no audio. It's because you updated your computer, huh?
No, I have no freaking idea. But well, that was a waste of an intro. That was so good too. So welcome all of our Barbie brats and bros. Welcome to Locale Dolls. Apparently, there's a curse going around because Becky, Ding Dong the witch is dead. Maybe question mark. Keemstar said that they're banned from the Discord. They're not gonna come back. And then all of a sudden, whenever we had our call because you wanted some tips on how to share a screen, you said that people were saying that they are going to come back.
Yeah. Well, Keem was on there saying that in order for Becky to come back, she would have to do over an hour video of all of her past feuds and explain herself in order for them to get into talks again. And Roxy would have to do an apologizing video. That's pretty much what I got out of it. But it seems like a way back, yeah.
Okay.
That up then too.
Hey, Beans, you're full screen.
Yeah, I just changed it right now. So I think she placed a curse on us. She does not want the LCU to succeed, especially when she's told to do something in order to gain back everybody's trust. So let's go back to what the challenge is. So the challenge is I'm supposed to have tape on my face. I'm not supposed to talk at all. You guys are supposed to carry the show. Basically, how can I save this show? Well, $5 equals 5 minutes, $10 equals 10 minutes, $20 equals 20 minutes without the tape. Other than that, I have to have the tape on my face and I cannot talk at all. I cannot interact with you guys. I cannot do anything. Or at least I can try in my own way. But other than that, okay. I hope you guys have a good show. Try to carry as well as I do. Good luck.
Let's do it. Pigtails.
All right.
So you watched all of Milkers? Is that what we're going to talk about first?
Yeah, all the 11 minutes of Milkers. Yes, I did. So from what I saw, it was, I believe AMAC was on there, Roxy, and I believe it was Brenda was on there. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was Angie. They were on the stream, and Roxy was kind of just going off about Becky. I believe we have some of that in the docket. Just kind of give clips about what is really going on. No, it was Tina. Excuse me, Tina was on there. But they were talking about Becky not being on Milkers, about kind of just going off. And Becky climbs on there and she just starts spewing hateful shit as always, just saying a bunch of nonsense, bunch of bullshit, and basically was accusing Keem of stuff that actually did not happen. And so pretty much, like, if we have the clip, let's go ahead and show it, and then we can react to what all of it was, because honestly, like, to me, it just seemed like a whole clusterfuck, because Becky quit, and then Roxy quit, and then they were eventually banned. So we.
Do you ever think that Becky?
My mic is wrong. Okay, hold up.
Did you ever think that Becky be running off with Roxy though? Like, out of anybody on the LCU, I didn't think it'd be Roxy.
Okay, how's that? Is that better?
I hear you better.
Okay, there we go. Beans, do we have that clip to pull up?
You die 69 with $2 says play Fat Girl Summer. You know how hard it is to play
I mean, to me, it's not played out. Now that Becky's not here anymore, we can actually play it and really enjoy it.
Damn, this is just all happening so fast, and it happened on Friday 13th too. That's weird.
Honestly, it just sounds like a typical Becky thing. There's no difference to me. If anybody could explain, like, honestly, if they didn't see this coming, this honestly should have just been fired from the get-go. I see it.
This is crazy.
Well, Becky quit. That's all there is to it. So we gotta go. We gotta do what we gotta do, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, literally, she quit.
Mr. Boom Boom Pal won super chat at $19.99. Speak Beans speak.
Whatever, for her mental health and the stuff, like, with her uncle or whatever. And I guess, is the volume low? Hang on. All right, let me turn it. They're saying that.
No, but you did. Roxy, you just said who died, you stupid ass.
She already told them that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she already told them it was her uncle. Well, anyway, she needed time off for to grieve him, and
No. That's not what happened.
Let me just tell my
Go
side
ahead.
first, or whatever she told me, that she needed
Okay.
time off for mental health and to grieve him. Mike knew, and hold on, we gotta.
Okay, so Mr. Boom Boom Pow with the $20 speak beans speak.
Jesus Christ.
That's our good friend.
This is horrible tape. I don't know why I used electrical tape out of all tape I could have used. I guess it's a little bit better than duct tape, but god damn. Anyways, what was that clip supposed to show? What?
I guess just kind of leading up into what's going on with Becky coming onto the screen. Sorry, I got Red Bull in my eye.
Okay, so you play a
Just kind of
clip,
explain
all they
what's going
say,
on, yeah.
okay,
That kind of like showed me that like Tina was kind of, I don't know, that whole, I didn't get to watch most of it because they kind of like veered off, but a lot of people in the comments were saying that Tina was like not saying the right stuff, and a lot of people thought that she was like not defending her co-host and stuff. So,
okay, but Tina is Tina. Tina gonna be Tina. Tina is Tina-ing, okay? But when it comes to
Yeah.
Tina, her loyalties lie with Keemstar and her loyalty lies with Mike. Her loyalties does not lie with Becky at all. So the other thing is like, okay, you play that clip and that clip basically said like, oh, well, Becky says like blah, blah, blah. Her uncle died. Whatever. I don't know. That clip just seemed...
Which she took time off for, so I don't understand why she would need more time off. Just say you don't want to work, because what I'm taking from the clip is it just sounds like you just don't want to work.
she tried like a couple different things and they weren't working, so she tried a new thing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I forgot I'm supposed to start a timer. I believe that was like 2 minutes already, so I'm just going to put 18 minutes for this. I should have had it pulled up. But yeah, real quick, let me get through some donos because I think you guys missed a couple. So real quick, we have Extreme Abyss. Thank you so much for being a member for 1 month. We have EUDYE69. I don't know how to say your name, but welcome to Cash Cow. Thank you so much. We also have him with the $2 saying, play Fat Girl Summer. And we have Mr. Boom Boom Pow, who thankfully you told me to speak because that was a non-tent clip. You could have... Okay, wait. People are saying I'm very loud compared to the rest. Probably when I was trying to fix my audio settings. But yeah, that was a very non-tent clip because you could have just explained that. Honestly, you could have just explained that.
I mean, it's literally, this is the basic breakdown of it. It's they got on there and they were exactly what they were saying, explaining the situation with Becky. Becky jumped on there, said a bunch of stupid, spiteful shit, and then quit. Then Roxy quit. And from what I heard, she quit over not being invited to the 4th of July party. And then next thing we know, they're banned. That's literally the whole summary of it. Because Milkers was only 11 minutes long.
Milkers was only 11 minutes long.
Yeah, the whole stream was literally 11 minutes long.
Okay, so this next clip that is in this docket just says part 2. What is this clip supposed to show?
To be honest, we're gonna have to play it and see. Because like I said, this is basically the summary. That is basically the summary. Is that Roxy got on there saying she didn't know what was going on with Becky, that Becky is saying she wants time off, somehow about a phone call with Keem, and was spewing hateful shit, like always. I quit, the same shit we get from Becky, and then turned around and left. Roxy basically said, okay, I quit too, and dipped out.
Okay, so next time...
That is literally the whole base of the dolls.
Okay, so next
but
time...
honestly, what I wanted to bring it up for is why, like, what you guys feel about Becky leaving, what you guys feel about Roxy leaving, because honestly, like I said, it's not like we didn't see this coming with Becky. It is the same ass shit over and over, saying the same ass spiteful shit. But now that we're hearing from Keem about Becky doing her over an hour video, having basically a way back, I don't know. It just seems like it just goes in circles.
Okay,
I don't think Becky would ever do that.
Yeah,
it's hard to imagine.
Wait, hard to imagine what about Becky?
Becky doing an hour-long apology of all the wrongdoing she's done in the LCU.
She can't accept responsibility for anything. She can't take accountability for anything. So it's not like she's going to do that.
It breaks my heart. It really does.
Why?
because I really looked up to her. I stayed watching Lolcow Live because of her and Rich's drama or review text drama. So I don't know. I just grew attached to her. I know she fucks up all the time, but
I feel bad for Tina. Tina's the one who carries that show. And it's Becky sitting there doing the same shit. I carry the show. I do this. Queens was built for Tina. And now you leave Tina in the dust with nothing. To be honest, you're saying that there's just a big old weight. No, the weight was cut off when you left.
Okay.
and you seen how well she did with Mike. She really struggled there. If she had a new co-host, maybe it would be better. But just her is hard for her to just do it on her.
But she works hard and she wants to be here. Like, honestly, Becky just kind of
That's
does this
true.
whole round around thing. At least Tina's a hard worker.
Yeah, Tina's devoted.
Do you think there's anybody in the LCU currently that would be perfect for Tina as her co-host?
Me.
You?
I'm coming, Tina. Yep.
Didn't they have
get on
tryouts
interview?
yesterday?
They did have tryouts yesterday, which I was at an event yesterday, so I was unable to watch. I had to come back and rewatch the stream. But honestly, every tryout that was on there, it just wasn't a no. Am I wrong? Honestly, like, nobody fought with anybody. It kind of just seemed like everybody was just on there being super fans. They all kind of sat scared to
bit.
talk, honestly.
She might have to do it with Zay for a little bit because they work good together. They bounce off each other well. I thought
They
for the
do.
first time. Because
And I
they
agree.
used to fight like cats and
Zay
dogs.
should get Employee of the Month.
Yeah, she should.
I agree with
man.
that. She should.
She puts in so much work and effort, and really cares.
She
But
does.
literally on the tryouts yesterday, they asked them to argue, and they didn't. There was no argument. There was no nothing. So, I mean, honestly, with all the tryouts, I think that was just a shit show in itself, and I felt bad for Tina, who looked bored.
Oh God, I tried to watch some of it, but I watched like the first half. So I thought Zay and Tina worked well together. I know she can't do it permanently, but for the time being, that's a great person.
Real quick. There is Dove in chat saying Tina will eat you up, pigtails. What do you say about that?
I think it was me who was giving Tina the back and forth. I think it was me who was actually doing shit with Tina. Weren't you the chick that came on the screen and drunk as fuck on a fucking tryout and didn't do shit? So I think she would eat you up. What the fuck?
Dove tried
Honestly,
out?
like, Tina came... Yeah, she tried out on Milkers when I tried out.
Oh.
And she came on the first screen and something just kind of seemed off, and when she came back, she was completely drunk as fuck, sucking on a fucking popsicle.
Okay.
That's fun.
Well, the biggest thing...
I don't know.
What was that? Well, we have Shifty with the 2 saying, can we swap pigtail with WW or maybe a houseplant? Goddamn, Shifty. Well, a lot of people are asking, can you run OBS? The biggest thing about being on Queens with Tina cannot run OBS. She needs somebody there to run OBS with her, for her. Can you run OBS? Do you think that you'll be able to not only bring the personality, but also be able to run a show? Which is basically the whole premise of like what we did here. You're welcome.
Like I said, I have ran OBS before. I just need to kind of learn a little more of it, and then yeah, I could. Honestly, I think I could.
About that. A lot of
Me and
people,
Tina could bounce off each other, considering that we were literally doing it for like a week. Anytime I would pop in,
man, that burnt me out so bad doing that with Tina for a
not
week.
me, not me.
Not you. You think you can keep up with Tina D?
Hell yeah, I'm the one who got her razzled to the point that she went and said that she was done. Enough's enough.
Okay. Well, DBZ Tom 123 with the 5 said, I just want to say you guys are beautiful. You guys are a beautiful angel from heaven and a beautiful miracle from heaven. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for the donations. And Beans, shouldn't that be added at 5 minutes onto your...
I think it should be added.
Yeah.
It should be added if they specify that is what it's for. So you have to say like talk beans or no tape or something like that. I should have clarified that since the beginning. But other than that, yeah. What happened to that pup girl? Pup is gone. Pup had we had some issues, and we just didn't see eye to eye. She did not see eye to eye when it comes to the LCU. Maybe one day she'll come back. We never know. Look at what happened to the
Everybody
LCU
wanted her
now.
here.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Everybody wanted her
usually
here.
you
She
find
just
your way
couldn't
back.
do it.
Usually you
Yeah.
find your way back. Look at Twiggy. Look at Becky.
you
Look
find your way
at
back.
Tina. Look at Roxy. Everybody has had
Yep.
their moment where they stepped away, and then in the end they come back to the LCU. It's like home, right? We're like lost puppies, and we can find our way home eventually. Tina don't want these girls. She wants Angie uploaded. Do you know about Angie uploaded?
I was on the interview
Well-
last
well,
night.
Well, I know a little bit about her too because she was also on the Milkers trial as well. And she's another one that sits there like a super fan. I've called it out many times. I've said that many times.
Yeah.
I mean, so you say that you can bring the energy, you say that you can make Tina riled up, but what can you do other than that? Because I think a lot of people, what they want to see is something different from Milkers. They don't always want screaming. They don't always want yelling. They don't always want an issue with co-hosts.
So wait, Tina is on Milkers now?
Queens, sorry. It's basically the same
Okay.
thing now that Becky was on both shows. Don't we agree?
You gotta tune in and see. That's what I say. Just tune in and see. I'm leaving it at that.
Mary Rose with 199 said, "Who would win in a fight, Glowshine or Ultra?"
I mean, all Ultra
I
has to
hear
do is sit on him. Glowshine is so
That's what I was gonna
nice.
say.
Glowshine is, comes into the VC and he is so sweet and his voice is just like so southern, so relaxing. I can listen to him for hours and he has great points. Actually, yesterday in the VC, we were trying to have a meeting and we talked about whatever we had to talk about. But then afterwards, Glowshine was there and he mentioned he had a SoundCloud rap career, and we listened to some of his music, and that was interesting to say the least. Good morning, Glowshine, if you're here. Oh, yeah, me, I'm in shape. Glowshine is saying that he would win in that fight. I don't know, Glowshine. But we also have Shinobi Ben with the membership for 2 months. Thank you. Beans, I hope seeing CD Rom in his cop outfit was everything you ever imagined. Also, Pigtails is a
more.
W, Sweet Tea, and Pup made me appreciate you. Aw, that's cute.
Thank you,
No.
Shinobi Ben. Honestly, the Gooch couldn't fight his way out of a paper bag. That's probably the nicest thing I could say.
Wait, I'm confused. Who's the Gooch?
Yeah. Which one?
Fat Grim.
Oh,
Grim.
okay.
He's the Gooch.
You
That's
have
what
a
I'm
point
calling
there.
him, the Gooch.
But Shinobi Ben said, Beans, I hope that seeing CD Rom in his cop outfit was everything you ever imagined. I never imagined that. I never thought that I would see the day that CD Rom was going to dress in a leathery cop outfit, especially because he's so Christian, because he's so reserved, because he's the type of person that he is in general. I just didn't think I would ever see the day. And the day that I saw it was the one day that I woke up at 4 a.m., basically in a cold sweat because of all the egg that I've been eating. And somebody tagged me, they pinged me, and they showed me a picture of what was going on. And I thought I was waking up in the middle of a nightmare. I thought it was fake. I didn't think that it was real. And it shook me to the core. It was real. It was real. And then now every single time that he does this now, people are pinging me or saying, oh, would you like him to wear this on your date? No, absolutely not.
Oh my God, no.
My eyeballs, that image is seared into my eyeballs. I'd rather him be dressed up in his suit to looking very gentlemanlike and not like that.
Don't even know what to call that. Yeah, honestly, don't even know what to call what the hell that was.
Angie uploaded said Pigtails isn't called Respect Child. It's called Respect Child. Learn some. And Sweet Tea ... I've been nothing but kind to you. So I wouldn't say anything mean about you. I don't know what I said, but I think
Funny, you're in the chat.
Putting in
You're in
so
the
much
chat.
effort
I'm on a
with
show.
LCU and stuff. Everybody appreciates that. You know, you've been here doing it, and I think you could go somewhere. You know, you've tried very hard, and she has always tried to like message me when I was like down when I first started interning, and I really do appreciate that from her.
Honestly, you were on Milkers for a full week. For a full week, you were interning on Milkers. You were just up there, and you had nothing to bring. You sat there like a super fan. Am I wrong for that? Like, did you bring something? Somebody prove me wrong. Oh, prove me wrong.
interning on Milkers, it was hard because Roxy kept screaming about, I forget what situation was going down then, but where she was like talking about some kind of situation just constantly. It was hard for me to like talk, and I was like, I don't even know what to say because I don't know anything about this situation. It was hard.
Yeah,
That was my hardest
with-
internship. Was at Milkers.
With Angie, that's literally what I'm saying. Like literally, you were on all week for 2 hours on all week and brought nothing. You sat there like a super fan. I'm just pointing it out there.
Angie, come
But
on
you
here.
know where I'm at. If you have something to say, you know where I'm at.
Angie, come on here and debate pigtails if you want to later on, or whenever you get the chance.
Oh, interesting. Okay, you guys are doing a call to action. It seems like you guys are learning the ropes. You guys are talking more this stream. You guys are trying to, egg on somebody to jump on stream so you have more content. You guys still have a lot of clips to get to, so we will tune into that whenever my 4 minutes and 10 seconds is up. But in general, yeah, I didn't know that Angie Uploaded was on Milkers. I think this was during the time that I probably had my family emergency.
It was.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe Voldemort 3 had just left.
Okay.
Yeah,
And it was with
right
Zeta
after.
Ray. And maybe I'm missing one
Angie.
more.
No, I think it was just Zeta Ray, Angie, and Roxy. But I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, yeah.
It could have
Yeah,
been
and
another
Roxy.
one.
Oh, she's still in chat. She says, at least I was a fan, Pigtails. You know nothing about the LCU. I'll try to come up.
Thanks.
Funny that I know nothing about the LCU yet. I'm on a show and you're in my chat.
Oh. Well,
Honestly.
okay, so...
And I'm not going to give it any more attention. Come on the show.
Come on, we got lucky.
You're still a fan. Literally, you're still being a fan.
Still a fan.
Whether it's
still a
hate comments
fan,
or
still
love
a
comments,
fan.
whatever it is, you're still being a fan right now.
So let's get to these screenshots before we move on to any of the clips. So it says here from Roxy, I have no idea. I seen the thumbnail, texted Mike, Becky, and no one got back to me. We also have another one right here that says, I know, and now Keem is pissed off at me because she's my co-host. I can't win no matter what I do. I called twice and sent her 3 voice notes, and she didn't even read or respond to them. I know I just watched back the live from yesterday and she made it all about herself, something I was going to address today, but the bitch left, quit, and who the fuck knows? I'm getting really sick of this shit. We have more like tripolar when somebody called Becky bipolar. And then we also have, I have no clue. One day she's all for the show. The next day she wants to quit or have some excuse to not be here. I wonder if she'll be on Queens tonight. This is fucking BS, but I'm happy to work with AMAC talking smack instead anyways. So it seems like
Oh
this
my
was
God.
a consistent thing going on. If you look at the timestamps, it's literally one after a fucking another. We have 47, 48, 49, 51, 108, and then 107. So these are probably switched. But in general,
Oh,
it seemed like Roxy was going off in main chat.
I wonder why she decided to go with Becky after saying all that shit.
Why did
Because
she
that's
decide?
Roxy. That's exactly Roxy, is to do that. Is to literally talk shit about somebody and then turn around and agree with them and then quit.
Well, why would she even pick Becky when Becky was talking shit when her husband had his whole emergency? The fact that she
To be honest,
she was looking for anybody that can help her out, right? So Becky said she could help her out, even though she has drama with Becky. She's like, okay, anything for my show, anything for my fans. But this is not Becky's show. She doesn't care. Maybe she can get a little bit more extra money, but her loyalty lies with Queens, not with Milkers. And of course, Becky thinks about
Well,
Becky. She's
now-
Becky.
Well, now she has no loyalty. That's the thing, is if you were loyal to the LCU, you wouldn't just up and quit every, 2 weeks, every month? Every other month, it's I quit, fire me. I don't really see the loyalty in the LCU because it's all her simps that she's scamming. It's all her simps that she's leaving behind. So I just don't believe there's no loyalty at all.
Yeah, that breaks my heart too. Her fans and everything.
It don't really break my heart, to be honest. It's not like we didn't see this coming.
I thought it'd be different this time, especially with how slow and gentle Keem tries to talk to her now. He tries to be really respectful and make sure he's not crossing any lines. I thought it'd be different.
With her, it's just all about me, instead of not we, like it should be.
Keem's got
And
the
that's why I
patience of a
say
saint.
Tina carries a show. Tina wants to be here. Tina works hard. Because it is we with Tina. And that's who I feel sorry for. That's who I feel sorry for out of all of this. If I'm gonna feel bad for anybody, it would be her.
Yeah, she definitely got left in the lurch, man. And this ain't the first time either, which sucks even more.
But
Ugh.
after all of this, and she jumps back onto Milkers and spews all over shit, she got banned. Sweetie, honestly, what do you think about her being banned from the LCU?
See or Becky? Or both?
Both.
Both. Well, Becky had it coming. I mean, Roxy's fucked up so many times too. I mean, she knew if this happened, it was going to be some consequences. And this is like mutiny. They're literally trying to do a mutiny on him, on Keem. So, and I'm happy that he came and talked about it too, because he didn't have to.
Yes, clip 2.
While he was on vacation, you know, he didn't have to come back and tell the Milkers fans what was going on, but he did, and I think that was really good of them. Because they damn sure it weren't going to.
Okay. So I'm believing like the clip 2 for playing the same, I believe it's the same stream. It's exactly like I was saying. Let's see.
And basically told her, you're not coming on. And she was like, no, Mike already knows. And Keem was like, if you don't come today, then you're fired. And I guess she crashed out on him, Rastoff, and Boogie. Am I low still? And basically...
Okay, wait. So she's saying... Yeah, it was only 12 seconds long. So on the phone call, she said that... On the phone call, she's saying that she didn't want to come to work, that she wanted to take time off. And Keem told her, if you do not come to work, you're fired. Is that what the whole clip was?
I think he said that... I don't know about that clip. But when he was on Milkers today, he said that he told her that she would have to, like, not get the pay for the day that she misses in the future after this one.
And this is the phone call that started all of this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Is what she's mad because yesterday, Roxy, because she went to go up on his show and he told her to kick rock. They were trying to do something and she interfered with it.
Oh yeah, the tryouts.
Yeah, she went crazy. As soon as Keem... Wait, let me turn this off. I gotta turn my side off. Hold on. As soon as Keem gives her any feedback, she doesn't like it and she spazzes out. Well, that's somebody else. Somebody's echoing it. It ain't me. That's what it is.
You know, and I actually agree with that. Anytime that she's given any criticism, she spazzes out. But that's because she's a narcissist and she believes that everything she's doing is correct. And that's why everybody was saying that what this whole Fat Girl Summer song is played out, because she would sit there and play the song and ruin the song. The only people who really were like okay with it were her simps. That's why I say we gotta take the song back.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what you were talking about there. I thought you were talking about when she wanted.
About the death. That's the first time I heard it just now.
Yeah, she called me. She was very, very upset. So what I think, I mean, if he literally laughed about the death, like the whole thing with my husband, when I went through the stuff with my husband, he was kind. Brantley was very kind to me. You know, they checked in on me. And when I found out what was going on, it's like, you know, I know he cared, but then Mike and him are like, are you coming back to work? You know, so I took the day off. I wanted to come back to keep my mind busy when I knew I couldn't be there all the time. But it's like with Becky, and I know it's not, you know, they say, well, oh, it's uncle, so what? Like, that's her uncle. And she had, like, no time to grieve him. She had the 2 days, and then for them to laugh at her when she's on the call with them, and then telling her, if you don't show up today, you're fired, I just think it's shitty. I do. I don't know.
I wasn't on the call, so I don't know.
But she faked a sickness of another family member before, so I feel like people are kind of...
I didn't know.
Dude.
I understand that with Roxy saying all of that. Was she on the call? Because if she wasn't on the call, then you weren't a witness and you didn't hear any of that. So why even say anything like that if you were not on the call? That makes no sense. You're just spewing lies, doing exactly what Becky is doing.
Glowshine with the $4.99 says, beans be free.
For 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
5 minutes of being free. So these clips,
Freedom.
I need to
Feels so
to
good.
speed them up, first of all. Second off, 5 minutes. Third off, that is a really good point. They cut off basically at the best point that AMAC makes, is that Becky has lied about visiting family members or doing stuff for family members. Once you lie, it's really hard to gain people's trust. And now we're saying, well, is this real? Did an uncle really die? And then you go down the slippery slope of, well, now you have to show like some sort of funeral picture or something for us to even believe you, which is a messed up thing to even ask for. But bro, like, how can we trust Becky? Even Xylee was up on Rewind last night saying that she's stomping all over her grave because now the Wicked Witch is dead. And it's like,
Camper.
Yep.
Last night.
Xylee was she was a hoot yesterday. She was stomping and stomping yesterday with the whole Becky situation. And she said, you know who's been fooled the most? Your own fans. She lied to her fans. She scammed her fans. Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. The people that have been sticking up for Becky the most, even after they found out she lied about going to Texas for a family member or something like that, they still stuck around.
Yeah.
She still says thank you to Sufferhor. She still says thank you to all these people. But imagine you're being thanked by somebody who doesn't really care about you because she's done everything that she's done. She walks away from the LCU every second. What happened?
Yeah, this is just her not wanting to work. It just proves it. You literally just got off from this, and then what is it, like 3-4 days later, if that too, and now you want to take another day off? Why don't you just come out and say you just don't want to work?
Or just accept that when the days you miss, because I think that's a good offer. Like the days you miss, you don't get paid. That would be a good way for her to have stayed on the show and everybody be happy, I thought. I couldn't understand why she didn't take that.
That's the greatest point. Like, here in the LCU, we didn't have a rule like that before. Like, if you don't show up, you're not going to get paid for that day. Or your pay is going to get doxed. Like, not doxed, docked. Doxed is on my mind all the time ever since I've been in the LCU. But your pay is going to get docked if you don't show up. We didn't have that rule before. Whenever I was with Pupstar and Pupstar did not show up, like, remember, you were there the first episode. Yeah. She was doing her hair. Yeah. That's fine. No, the first time it was because she had a doctor's appointment, which is fine. Doctor's appointments are made months in advance. Then it was she was doing her hair and she couldn't do it. And then there was a couple times where she just didn't want to show up, or she'll show up for 15 minutes. And I was sitting here thinking, I'm dealing with so much crap, not only in the LCU because of the whole breakup saga, but also like my personal life. And I have to share my paycheck with somebody who's barely even here, who barely puts in any work, who barely would give me the time of day. And if she did, it's probably to yell at me because of a fucking thumbnail. Just the idea.
Didn't want to be here, it seems like. Just didn't want to be here, it seems like. Would sit there saying she wants to be here and then turn around and her actions prove differently.
Exactly. But that is the other thing.
6 hours a day at college.
I didn't want to be here today. After yesterday, I felt burnt the fuck out. I didn't want to be here. I didn't want to stream. But we're one of the lowest shows. We can't just not stream. So I came up with this idea. Okay, well, I can just chill a little bit, not talk so much, or not have to think of all the content. Let me just put tape on my face. And you guys, not only you guys get to show more of your personality, show that you can make content, but it gives you some practice. Next time, maybe I'll make one of you guys run OBS. Maybe it would be a shit show, but people can point and laugh and we can profit off the hate like the fucking mission statement.
It makes content.
That's
making content. Exactly what we're here to do. Make content. Do our job, which is what Becky and Roxy shown they don't want to do.
The LCU, we are here every single day except on the weekends. Weekends is optional. But we are here every single day to make content. We have to think of thumbnails the day before. We have to think of content the day before. It is constantly go, 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 go. Becky just had to sit there and be a good actress. Becky had to sit there and basically twiddle her thumb while Mike was making thumbnails. I was burnt out because I was making all the content, talking to the docket team, trying to also say sorry for this horrible thing that happened a couple days ago. And it it's a lot. It's a lot. But Becky wants to complain about how hard her job is. Oh, my uncle now. And it's like, I want to have sympathy for you, but I can't tell if the sympathy should be real or not. I don't know if this is real.
Yeah, me too.
If you can trust it, exactly.
It's hard to tell with her. It really is.
And it really just comes down to, like I said, not wanting to work and not wanting to make content. But honestly, I don't really see any content in someone who just takes tits and ass. Like, that, to me, that's not entertaining. I don't find that entertaining in any way. And that's what everybody was saying, played out the song, Fat Girl Summer, because that's what you were doing. You were ruining it.
When she first came in on Queens, or in the LCU in general, she just had so much energy. And I think she brought something special, and just slowly, she like burnt all her bridges with people and couldn't do it
She faked
anymore.
the sickness of another. She faked a sickness of another family member before, so I feel like people are kind of like, you know.
Yeah, but Keem knows background noise from Tina. But Keem knows, that this was real. He knows it was real. He knows what happened. But it's like, I feel like with Keem, like with Milkers, whatever he has against Becky, obviously he has something personal against her. I turned everything up, guys. Everything.
She faked a sickness of another family member before, so.
Sweet Tea, you look like you really want to say something. What's on your mind, girlie?
What? She just said that Keemstar had something against Becky and she doesn't know what it was? That's hilarious. There's no way she doesn't know, like, all the shit that Becky's done. And he doesn't even hold that against her. He tried so hard to just be a good boss and coworker to her. Oh my god.
And brought her back and gave her opportunities. Like, gave you a chance to show yourself and prove that you wanted to be here again. And there you go, doing the same shit again.
That's like implying, like, I don't know what she was trying to get across there.
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
That's a weird thing to say, especially with how long she's been here.
I believe there's. Go ahead, Sweetie. I'm sorry.
How long? What's her name? God, my mind just blanks out sometimes. Roxy. Her name is so hard for me to remember sometimes. I don't know why, but with how long Roxy's been here, she knows exactly every single thing that Becky's ever done wrong, and that Keemstar has fought with her over, or the times that Becky has quit. Like, for her to act like she doesn't know why or what Keemstar has against Becky, it's just stupid.
And honestly, I don't know. Like, if we had anything against you, wouldn't you just not be here? So if you were giving opportunities back, that doesn't make sense.
He tried the hardest to work with her too. Out of anybody, he really cared.
Do we have the next clip?
Hooligan said the content can't last forever. Every good thing will come to an end, or to an end eventually. That's true.
That's true, but with her, nothing was good anyway.
So I don't know. It's like, it seems like with Keem, like, it's like with Milkers and Queens, I know he only gets 25% instead of 50%. But it's like every time, like, this is like now the third time. First, when I came on, me and Savage, we were good. We started to do really good. We started climbing the ladders, and then Savage is fired. Okay, and then I spent a whole month looking for somebody else. Shitty paycheck, barely made anything. And then I get Beans, only for Beans to go and do whatever she does. And then I get Becky, and now Becky's gone. It's like, Milkers is done. Milkers just, it's not going to be existent anymore. I just don't know what else to say about it.
Well, you just got.
She came after you first.
You just have to find someone they can work with, Roxy. It's not over till the fat lady sings. I haven't begun to yet. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta just wait a minute. The back and forth quitting, mad, I'm not gonna work, I'm not gonna work 14 days before back him.
So I don't know.
God, Roxy. Roxy's just coming after everybody. Everybody's catching strays today.
Yeah. It honestly, we all have to work hard. This company is only the growth is 6 months old. The company itself is for 2 years. Poor Beans, you wanted to spaz the fuck out and you can't.
Yes, I free her.
Somebody
Okay.
pay to free her because she's got so much to say. Oh shit. But
Mm-hmm.
honestly, Roxy's want to talk, man. I don't understand how you talked so much shit on Becky and then you turn around and agree with Becky, like, and you say they're bipolar. What the fuck?
We're freed by Sean Stewart, 18, with $5. Let Beans
Let Beans talk.
What the fuck do you mean Beans does what she does? I actually had a family emergency. That entire week that I had to leave, basically, there is something amongst the LCU because literally when you get given the best opportunities, something will come and just throw it all away. So I had a family emergency. I was stressing the fuck out. And I told Roxy, I gave her so much information about like what I was doing, where I was going, and she felt so bad for me. People saw me on the plane. People saw me doing shit in the Discord. But the moment that Becky just whispers, my uncle died, you completely believe her? But then when I have an actual family emergency, wait, no, you can't. Is that even allowed? Was that even part of the challenge? Fresh NBA guy with the $4.99 says, put the tape back on.
He might have added another 5 minutes of you talking. I don't know if those are in the rules.
I mean, it depends on you guys. It depends on you guys. Do you think that's good content for people to pay to put on the tape and take off the tape?
Well, yeah, let's let the people do. Let's let it.
Sure.
The people want it. Let's give it to them. That's what the people want. But I agree with you, Beans. Did you tell Roxy you would help her out? You told Roxy you would help her. So, I mean, I don't understand why she would just turn around and just be like, oh, you just wanted to go do what you wanted to do. If that was the case, then why would she have asked to help you out in the first place?
Yeah, that don't make any sense at all.
Okay,
I don't know how
honestly,
to read that.
Oh my god, thank you so
Scott, dude,
much, freaking
814
Glowshine
super
and Scott,
chatted,
dude. So
$20.
I'm gonna count that as 25 minutes, actually. I'm ripping the skin off of my lips, and I have somewhere to go after this, so this fucking sucks. So, wait, how? No, that is fucking crazy.
God,
Can we not address that? That is probably the biggest part of this entire thing, that I had a real family emergency. You gotta give me 5 more to put the fucking tape back on.
Now you got 5
$0.99.
I got 5 minutes, exactly. Haha, bitch.
Thank you guys for the donations.
Thank you guys. This is gonna be fun.
This is horrible.
Yeah,
Why? Wait, why? Okay, first off, I made this challenge in order for me to like kind of have a day off, basically, you know, quiet quitting, that sort of crap. And now I'm being tortured again. I had to drink raw egg. I had to eat a whole clove of garlic, and now I'm ripping the skin off of my lips with fucking electrical tape. You try that shit, bitches. Anyways,
you're using electrical tape? What the fuck?
Oh shit.
Jeez.
Fresh NBA with $4.99 says tape on.
Tape on.
Tape on, bitches.
Honestly, okay. That is crazy. Like I said, Roxy is one to talk, to say all that fucking shit. But I don't understand. Like, if Becky did the same exact thing to you, basically, on that day, on yesterday, did the same thing to you. She said she would come in and help you, doesn't help you yesterday, and then you turn around and agree with her. But you're putting Beans down. That doesn't make any bit of sense. I'm sitting here super confused as fuck. Is
She
there
was
an
never happy with anybody that came and helped her out while she was streaming, except for Becky.
No,
It doesn't-
did not appreciate it whatsoever. And that shows right there.
God, I don't know what she's gonna do. Like, both of them, they've really done it this time. Like, they really have.
Okay, so what's the next thing on the docket? Because I believe what's coming up is when Becky jumps in onto Milkers and the shit she was saying.
Scott Dude,
A lot of shit
814
is taking
super
a toll
chatted,
on their
$100.
lives.
I got more money than you, fresh
Oh, there we
NBA
go.
guy.
I got
Thank
more money
you.
than you, fresh NBA guy. Hell yeah, man, that's awesome.
Though
I've never
that
seen
doesn't
100
really though it doesn't specify how long Beans is supposed to take the tape off for.
Well, we have like a 5-minute, 10-minute thing. What was that?
So 20 minutes, the top one was 20 minutes for $20. So see 20.
no, he canceled. Ow. Give me a second.
Yeah, I canceled out of 20, so it'd be
Okay.
It was 25 minutes in total of me being able to talk, but then Fresh NBA guy put the tape back on. Now it's 100 minutes. I don't even know how long that is. 100 minutes of just straight I can talk unless somebody puts the tape back on. Jesus Christ, what is 100 minutes?
It'd be like
an hour and 40?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So I can talk the whole
The
fucking
rest of the
episode if I
time.
wanted to. Hell the fuck yeah. No, but that
Yeah, we got an hour and 10.
hour and
This
10?
is a great idea.
Yeah, I believe it's an hour and 10 minutes.
But I'm not going to make assumptions.
Okay,
that
wait, let me
he-
pause this. That we are not going to glaze over that. I was not done talking, and I'm not going to be done talking, and I'm never going to shut the fuck up unless somebody fucking pays me.
Let's go.
I had a
Oh, there
real
we go.
family emergency. I had shit to do. I was stressing the fuck out. And then, like, Roxy just pushes me aside and she's like, whatever, Beans, whatever you do, what the actual fuck? I'm glad you're gone, Roxy. So much that I did for you, so much that I tried to work for Milkers, but you legit got so depressed because of your previous OBS runner and you didn't even give me a fucking chance, Roxy. I did everything for you. I treated you like a friend. I was in that group chat listening to all your fucking crazy bullshit. Whenever she was in the Best Buy and she was talking to that one, she wasn't even talking to anybody. She was just yelling in the Best Buy. She got kicked out. I had to listen to that. I had to listen to her get yelled at by random people because she's an actual spurg. She's a nutcase. Why do I get put with the nutcases in the LCU? I got Roxy. I got Popstar.
A nut wrangler.
You guys want to go crazy, or am I gonna go crazy next? Because that's basically the breaking point that I'm at right now. I'm gonna go crazy because I do so much for these crazy ass bitches and they don't give me any fucking respect.
I can't believe she must have been
Did
like
you-
thinking about that
did
for
you
a long
just-
time. To have
Did
brought
you discuss
up.
with Roxy? Did you just discuss with Roxy what was going on with your situation? Was she like all like friendly and kind? And that's why this is kind of like, wait a minute.
Yes. That is what I'm talking about. We literally talked about my situation. She was so nice to me, and now she's saying, oh, Beans did whatever she does. But Becky probably didn't even give you any sort of proof of what she was doing, didn't tell you anything about, like, details, unlike I did. You just trust her completely and you just run with the story. Not only run with the story, but you're talking smack on Keem fucking Star of the LCU. How did you think that was going to bode well? Are you stupid?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
She might be.
Being on his shows.
I think she might be like literally stupid because she does this shit all the time.
I really don't understand the whole Two-Face thing. I don't get this. Like 1 minute it's this and this, and then you're out there saying that Becky's bipolar, but you turn around and agree with Becky anyway. That just shows who you are.
Yeah, I kind of Becky. I mean, we know that she would do this kind of stuff, but like Roxy, I feel like she has a choice in the matter. Like sometimes Becky just like crashes out, you know. But
Yeah.
and
God. I still have not seen any definitive reason why Roxy even quit. Is there any context on why she even just kind of up and left anyway?
Well, we'll get to that.
I think-
Let's play this clip real quick.
Cause this. He's not an easy man to work with. Everybody knew that when we got hired. That's how there is to it, bro. To be honest with you.
Well, I understand, but I mean, he also doesn't understand. He don't understand mental health.
A lot of shit is
Keemstar does not understand mental health. Wow. I can't believe she fucking said that. And this is the point. This is the point where Xylee was getting a little, heated because they're talking about a different situation from years past. Bro, this is amazing. We just have to keep going with the clips because this is basically the whole episode in like
This is
1
the
minute
stupid shit that
sections.
she
I'm
does.
going to be really fucking quick.
Okay.
Tina,
Okay.
you're being a snake right now. This is not.
No, I'm not.
Don't yell, Tina. Let her talk, Tina.
Tina, I'm muting you because right now it's still my fucking show
okay.
and you're saying the wrong shit. Listen, I'm out. If you don't like it, call Keem and get me kicked off because you can never stand that I carried the weight and you're being a bitch right now about it because you know I muted you. You know he laughed at me. I told you that right before I came here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So
She told
Tina, I'm
me,
not gonna sit
Tina.
here. I'm not going to sit here and argue and make them any more money. So here's the bottom line, guys. This is real. Keem is a fucking devil, and I'm done dancing with the devil. I'm not doing it. I'm not making him another fucking penny. I can't live with myself if I do. I can't. When I told him I needed time for my mental health, he and Boogie and Rastov were all on the phone bullying me about it and laughing to my face. Laughing to my... Okay, so this is how it's going to be. So I'm going to...
So
Carrying the weight. Right. Carrying the weight. No, it dropped off when you left.
that is the thing. Keemstar today even said, okay, first off, I hate when she does that. This is my show, blah, blah, blah. This is only your show because Roxy needs somebody there to help her. Okay, whatever. Thank you for helping. Is that what you want? She wants everybody to be on their knees, basically thanking and kissing her feet. Shut up, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah.
The other
Kissing
thing.
her ass.
Kissing,
Yeah,
exactly. And then she talks
Roxy
about,
just bent over and let her take the show.
but didn't you hear Roxy? Roxy, whenever Becky said, oh, Keemstar was laughing at me, and then Roxy says, yeah, she told me about it. That is your defense? That she told you about
That
it?
means that you were not on the phone call. Yeah, that you were not on the phone call. That you did not hear this. That this
That's
is
like the
just hearsay.
definition
And
of
you're
slander.
going with it. You are fucking retarded then because you are going with what Becky is saying. That makes you mentally stupid.
As
I'm
if
getting
it's
tired.
100% fact. She didn't even say like, oh, this is like alleged, I don't know what happened. She didn't make that distinction. She acted like she knew for a fact.
Like
that's what
she
happened.
knew, yeah, like she was actually there and actually heard the phone call. She's fucking retarded.
Dude. I wonder what she's planning on doing, like, or she really just crashed out. and doesn't know
Somebody,
what she's
no,
doing.
wait. Okay. First off, Buffweed, that is fucked up. He says in the chat, there's a
That-
problem when Sweet Tea is calling you stupid. That's wild.
That's me.
Somebody mentioned, was this alluding to Etika? That is exactly what they are alluding to. They're alluding to the whole Etika situation, saying that Keemstar does not understand mental health. That's fucked up. You're talking about your boss.
Keemstar wouldn't talk about it
It is fucked
on
up.
live, and I understand why. I know that hurts him.
Of
Like,
course it
everybody
does.
should know that.
Of course
Yeah.
it does. But
It
throwing
just
that in his face.
He's like weaponizing it.
It is
Exactly.
Weaponizing it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's weaponizing it.
Okay, so
They're just trying to hurt him.
Off license said, dolls,
To get
are
her
the
way.
numbers that Keem cited today accurate? You know what? So Keemstar has not taken
Yeah,
me off of the Milkers YouTube studios. I can look at those
Oh.
numbers and I can confirm to
Yeah.
you those numbers are real. Those numbers of how Roxy did with and without Becky, those numbers are real. Roxy could have done it by herself, but the fact that Becky started helping and Becky thinks, oh, well, we started doing in real life content. No, you didn't. You were running OBS. Roxy did. Roxy is putting in all the work for her show that she does not want to see die, and you basically dragged her down to hell with you. You wanted to dance with the devil, and the devil was not Keemstar. No, you wanted to dance with the devil, and you're taking down Roxy. Now they're not in the LCU anymore.
God.
Yeah, Becky, you weren't doing all the work. You're basically your fucking tits were. They should get MVP award because that's what was keeping that. Because
think-
other than that, nothing was working. Nothing besides Roxy.
Becky's entrance into the LCU was just so strong, and she did so well at first. I think it helped her out a lot through the times where she was either a bitch, quit, or wasn't entertaining.
So are the numbers better when Becky came to help?
Not really.
Or are they're worse, huh?
Are they about the same?
The thing is, okay, so if you want to look at viewership, maybe more people are watching, but sometimes that doesn't matter. Look at Cafe. Cafe is doing very well when it comes to the LCU. Sometimes they don't
They're
even
doing
break
great.
300 because they're so early. Sometimes they don't even break 300, and look at where they're at now. They are in the top, I believe, 5 when it comes to gifted memberships. They're pretty up there when it comes to super chats. They don't even break 300 sometimes. Viewership does not matter. You might be looking at viewership, Becky. People might be watching you roll around in mud, but that doesn't mean that people want to pay you. You are a glorified stripper at this point. You're dancing to Fat Girl Summer and you ruined the song for everybody. You do not make things better, you make things worse. And I'm glad you're out of the LCU.
Yeah. Here's a hot take. Fuck them both. You're both washed up. You both bring nothing anymore to the fucking show. And you got pissed off, grabbed your ball, and went the fuck home. That's what I have to say about it. That's what it sounds like. You guys got all pissy and moany. You grabbed your fucking ball, and you went the fuck home. But
so we do have a second clip.
Laughing to my face. Laughing to my face about what I just went through. And telling me that the work I do is worthless here.
And if you,
So I'm done. I'm done. I'm not coming back. I'll never be back.
and I'm sorry.
You said he laughed about her person dying. I didn't hear that. That's
Yes,
what I said.
but Becky told you that. She told me that too. Did Becky?
No,
Did you not tell Tina?
Tell me that. No.
Okay, whatever. Tina can argue whatever she wants. But
Because she
that's
told
the
me. She
story.
even told you. She even told me. She's like, I just got the phone with Tina.
She told me, Becky, and she told me that Boogie and Rastoff bullied her. I got that part. I did not hear the part where he was making fun of her
and laughing to my.
So again, it's the same thing over and over again. Oh, well, he was laughing to my face. I told you. Okay, but who heard it? Who was in that call with you, Becky? Because it wasn't Roxy. It wasn't Tina. It was Boogie, Rastoff, and Keemstar.
And she keeps saying, like, oh, this is it. I'm done. I quit. We've heard it over and over and over again. So we know that that's a lie. It's just another fucking stupid, spiteful shit you're going to say. And then you're going to keep coming back because look at what happened with Fat Camp. It's the same ass crash outs. It's staler than old fucking bread.
What were you going to say, Sweet Tea?
I lost my train of thought. Let me think. What was I going to say? Oh, what was she just talking about?
She was talking about how she heard it from Becky. She never actually listened to the phone call. She wasn't there in the present. She just heard it from Becky and she took her word like it was gospel.
I was going to say that I've been thinking all night and all day, what kind of joke could someone have made against someone saying that they lost their uncle and they need time off? And I couldn't think of one joke. Nobody would do that. It's so unbelievable. It's so far out of the realm of possibility.
Roxy's just a sheep.
If somebody told me that, I don't think I'd believe it, even if it was a random stranger. And they're like, oh, he made fun of my uncle passing away. I'd be like,
well, that was the thing. He didn't make fun of her uncle passing away. He made fun of the fact that he got too close to the car. Her screaming was heard on the... Imagine this dude. This dude should get paid for emotional damage. Imagine you're working on a car and all of a sudden you hear the shrill voice of this fat lard screaming in your ears. Yo, if I'm in a car, I'm the world is ending. The world is ending. The car is fucking shaking. All of a sudden, there's a fucking earthquake from this poor ass bitch screaming in my fucking ear. I hope he got a tip. I truly do. Because that man did not deserve that day.
Even if you trusted Becky, Keemstar's version of events sound more realistic than someone just making fun of someone's dead uncle for no reason.
But which honestly, that's sitting there screaming. That's the same shit she was doing on Queens. It's the same shit that was just turning viewers away because we're sick of seeing that too. It's nothing but fucking shrieking and shrilling. And I don't understand how people want to listen to that for 2 hours. For the last couple of days before she left, that's what it was. Just sitting there shrieking. I have to turn it off because after a while, it just gives me a fucking headache.
I feel like the last couple days.
You're right. I don't know how he could deal with that. I have no idea.
Exactly. But that is the entire reason why a lot of people are saying if you go on Queens, what can you bring that's different from all the yelling? Because you say that you can aggravate Tina, right? But that's basically what Becky did.
Contradictory.
Yeah, but I can actually get Tina fired up and I can actually do shit with Tina. And I'm actually willing to work hard. It isn't like, oh, okay, I quit. I don't feel like working today. I quit. And honestly, my work here shows that. I have not once said I'm not going to work here. I don't feel like coming in today. Nothing. As me also being sick, like I told you guys yesterday, I'm still here. Rain or shine. It's the same thing I would do on fucking Queens. Same thing.
Okay, so...
Tina loves me and she knows
It's a little bit later in the day, though. Would you be able to do it that late?
Actually, yeah, I would.
okay, it's a little bit later in the day, and for example, we have multiple goals that we had set up. So we had the swimsuit stream. You say that you just swim in whatever you're wearing. That's fine.
Yep.
But, even if on the regular basis you swim in your clothes, it wouldn't hurt for you to be a little bit more open to maybe just wearing a sports bra, right? Just a sports bra. People swim in sports bras all the time, and just have something over it.
I don't.
Okay.
I put I wear a sports bra under my clothes, of course, but no, I don't just go straight out with no shirt on. No, that's not what I do.
Okay.
This is me. This is who I am. I'm just me, and I'm shooting the shit straight when I'm saying that's just who I am.
That's fair. That's fair. But it's giving Pup Star. It's giving whenever Pup Star would not be willing to even dress ugly. I'm sorry, Sweet Tea. Dress ugly like Sweet Tea in order for a punishment. She just refused to do stuff. So when you say that you're going to do stuff with Tina, Tina has one leg. Tina does not get up from her couch most of the time. What can you do to carry the show?
But going back to what I said about the swimsuit, though, I didn't say I wouldn't do anything. I never said I was just going to sit here and let you guys do all of that. I said I would shave my eyebrows off. I said I would actually still do something. I am still basically doing my job.
Okay.
I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm on the show and I'm still trying to prove myself. I get that I'm a week back, but I don't understand on all of that because I'm literally sitting here trying to do something. I'm not doing a Pup Star where I'm like, well, fuck it, I'm not coming in today. Fuck it, I don't feel like coming in today. No, I'm willing to do whatever I need to. Like I said, I will embarrass my fucking self if I have to. Shave off my eyebrows. I don't care. Or let the chat decide. That is exactly what I said.
Okay.
I don't understand that part.
This is a breath of fresh air because at least you defend yourself. You're getting defensive, but at least you're talking and you're saying, well, this is why. At least I'm not doing this. I'm just glad that you're doing that and you're not quitting right now. We're basically stress testing you. And speaking of stress test,
honestly with Tina, it just seemed we just need to have respect for our elders. She's losing her fire. She needs somebody that's gonna poke the bear.
You said that Tina's losing her fire?
Yeah, she seems like she's losing her fire. Like she's just getting bored. With Becky, it just seemed like she was just getting bored of the same old, same old. Tina, come prove me wrong. Am I wrong?
I think Zay was saying something like that yesterday on Queens about how Tina can't ride off of her old stuff anymore. She needs to start doing more new stuff. It's hard though.
Yeah, but it's just losing that fire. You need somebody that's going to keep poking that bear. And it seemed like anytime I jumped on there, I was doing that.
That's true. So speaking of, quitting.
Probably the only person she wanted to punch through the screen.
Speaking of quitting, this is when Roxy quit.
Member died.
Okay,
I did not hear that part.
if people in the chat, all right, if people in the chat are thinking that she's lying or Becky's being Becky, just look what they did on the content of my husband. Look what they did. And not only just Keem, but every fucking show. When I begged and begged and begged for them not to use it, he used it for content. And he tells me, you have to understand, Roxy, in the LCU, everything is content. No, it's not everything is content. So I'm sorry. As much as I don't want to say this, I agree with Becky. And if she comes back, she is a fool. Keem uses us for his fucking evil fucking ways, and it's disgusting. And I'm sorry, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm done. I fucking quit. Fuck the LCU. Tina, good luck. I am fucking done being fucking used and being fucking made something I am not. I am not a snake. I am not a liar. I am nothing what this motherfucker made me out to be. And I'm just done. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not.
Make in front of her.
It sounds like she just repeated the same thing Becky just said. Just a little bit different words, but they repeated the exact same thing Becky said. So you don't even have your own fucking voice, Roxy.
She never does.
You're literally a sheep. You're a sheep. You're just following after Becky. And it's not going to get you far. It really won't.
It seems like every time she has an OBS runner, she basically goes with whatever the OBS runner says. Because we had this problem with the previous one. We had this problem with Becky now. And it seems like Roxy just doesn't know how to think for herself. Now she's going to ruin her own show because of another OBS runner. So she mentioned she mentioned she wasn't a snake, but I'm pretty sure she was one of the most snaky people when it came to Fat Camp. We had a policy where we could not film people without their consent.
Neither one of you
That's
young
weird.
ladies are going to
Even
get
if you're
on
trying to make
Queens.
I still liked
content,
it.
Do you just understand?
she was
Tina
being pretty
already picked
snaky.
The person that she would
She did not
prefer?
mention that part.
Yeah.
It will be
She said
AMAC or
she's
Angie
acting like she's
uploaded.
so innocent that, oh, everybody's using my stuff for content. My breakup was made for content.
Isn't this the LCU? Isn't that what we're supposed to do?
Okay, that there's different things. There's different things. When it comes to your husband who's not in the LCU, and especially something so serious like what he was going through, I understand that. But who defended her?
And I'm talking
was
about what's in the
Keemstar.
LCU. Exactly.
Yeah,
and I'm talking about what's
I wonder-
in the LCU.
the moment that you
Exactly, yeah.
speak upon something like that, people are going to try to make it content. But the thing is, so my breakup was used as content for the LCU. That's fine. We were both hosts. It was in the LCU. It was very public. Things that weren't supposed to go into the LCU is my private life, my actual private life, like my family emergency, and like other things that were going on. But Pupstar didn't respect that. What did I do? I disconnected her. And she stopped real fucking quick. But when it comes to things like that, you have to defend yourself, and you just have to say, this isn't content. Sometimes you just have to redirect. Haha. Beans talking about a redirect, right? Sometimes you have to redirect to make sure that you can.
Click another button.
Sometimes you just have to redirect. You have to jump on a show. If somebody's talking about shit you don't want to be talked about, sometimes you just have to jump on the show and you have to redirect.
Shut the shit down.
Shut the shit down, exactly.
Shut it down. Exactly.
But when it comes to Roxy, she's like, oh, well, oh, God. I'm getting a headache. I'm getting a headache over this shit.
Yeah, I've been a nervous wreck over this, too. It's just...
Because it's not just Becky. It's Roxy. And I really wanted Roxy to do good. But Roxy, I can't do anything if you keep going after OBS runners. I can't.
And it just shows you have no personality of your own.
Okay, but
You're just
okay. If people in the chat are
Sorry, I like unpaused everything.
Silicon
No, it's
Princess
okay.
with 20 said, neither one of you young ladies are going to get on Queens. Do you just understand that Tina already picked the person she would prefer? It will be AMAC or Angie uploaded.
Yeah, and it'll
I
be
didn't know
exactly
that.
like what's going on now. They will sit there like super fans the whole time and won't bring content either.
And
Thank you for
Mr.
your
Boom Boom
$20.
Pound- Yeah, thank you. Mr. Boom Boom Pow said with $5, personally, I think Roxy and Becky need to just be forgotten and let's pretend Milkers was never a show.
I mean, I don't know how to really do that though. If there's still a way for them to come back, if there was like absolutely no way for them to come back, we could say that. But giving them this out, it's kind of that. I don't know.
I like how Sicilian Princess said, neither one of you young ladies are going to get on Queens. Bitch, I don't want to be on Queens. Queens makes me have
I
a
didn't say
headache.
I wanted it either.
I
don't want it either.
I like having my own form of content. Pigtails, however, she wants to be on Queens. She thinks that she can get something out of Tina that has, we haven't seen before.
Bring the fire back out of Tina. Do what Tina used to do. But instead, it's going to be these people that are just going to keep bringing Tina down.
I don't know. It might be a good change.
I truly think. Huh?
Of it just going down? Is that what you mean, sweetie? Because that's what it'll do. It'll just keep going down. Aren't there gifted memberships and everything that's on that leaderboard is down? And that is Becky's fault. Yes, that is with Becky. But when you're putting people on there that have nothing, it's just going to keep going down.
Oh, Lean on Me said that I look good today. I appreciate it.
Lean on Me is always great. I remember her from Cafe. At the beginning, you got muted, Beans. Yeah, it's because of the curse. You don't think the curse is real? The curse is definitely real. I thought this was a fucking bullshit until I started experiencing the curse. So many bad things have been happening ever since Fat Camp. Before Fat Camp, After Fat Camp, everything started going down. Everything that regarded Becky was just horrible. There were things happening to other hosts in the LCU. Nothing good happened after Fat Camp. Somebody said not a fan of AMAC. I think AMAC's great. AMAC's great. I thought Jonesin was going to be very good for Milkers. I like somebody that can be a good shit talker. That's somebody that belongs on Queens. A shit talker, somebody can stir the pot, somebody that can have the energy. The other shows, the smaller shows, they can have energy, but it's like, it's we're down here.
You know what?
Queens is supposed to be up here.
Yeah, and like I said, bet then. I'm coming for Queens then. Watch, bitches. There we go. I'm coming for these bitches then. Let's do it that way. And show Tina, look, did they bring you anything? No, they didn't.
So you're going to go to tryouts tomorrow?
Like being here, it's mellow, and I like that. But I want drama, and that's what Queens is. It's drama. Going up there and fighting and spazzing out.
It gets hard though. Every day you gotta do that.
I'm built for that. I'm built to just stir up shit. I'm built to just be drama. That's just who I am.
It'll be fun to see you on there, man.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that are what?
My bad. Go ahead.
There's somebody members waiting that I've never seen before. Nightlight. I might bring them on to see what they have to say.
Yeah.
Nightlight, how's it going?
Oh no.
Oh. Clicked off. Okay. Honestly, I'm gonna say my feet are like so tired from running through these bitches' heads all fucking night long. I'm fucking exhausted. That is literally what it's been for like 3 days now, is literally doing that.
That's it.
That's it. What else should I say? I'm over here doing this right here. I'm on a show. But all these interns over here talking all this smack, talking all this shit. And I ain't got shit to say. Honestly, like literally, like I'm saying, I'm so fucking exhausted from doing that shit. You would think. And you would think with all the shit that they were talking, you'd want to come up here and say it. And you don't.
Well, here is Rostov and Boogie talking about the whole situation.
We're on the phone today when Becky had a complete and utter meltdown. And then here's the thing. Why is she just, in my opinion, bold-faced lying about what happened in that phone call? I'm so confused.
She said we bullied her about her dead relative. We literally sat there in silence in awe while she talked to Keem about it.
There was a really funny moment that took place, and we did laugh. She's not. There's one. We weren't laughing about a dead uncle, but she was doing her Becky thing. And I would like to remind you guys, the fake nice Becky that you guys see sometimes in Milkers. Hi, let's do the Macarena. I'm so happy. That person doesn't exist on the phone. I've never talked to that person. Who I have dealt with is screaming, angry, pissed off, crazy Becky. And that's what Rostov saw for the first time today. So she was doing her usual thing. We're on the phone today when Becky had a...
So they're saying that Becky that you see on live is not the real Becky.
It's not. We know that.
And you can't make sense of it. Just words come out.
And she would
really
leave.
pay attention to what she's saying.
And she would come back.
Yeah, and then
she'd be like, and one more thing. And then she would leave. And then she would come back. Yeah. And one more thing. And it just repeated and repeated and repeated. And Mike was not available, which I get. Fair enough.
Yes, I wouldn't be available if I was Mike either. That's a smart call, Mike. Go. I don't know if Mike's on the way to the hospital or moving or just blew his brains out in Mike. I don't know what he did, but I don't blame him.
SMD with the gift of thank you, bro.
So Keem, it took us all day to get Keem on the phone. But we caught him at some downtime at a car dealership, so he got on the phone with us to deal with all this mess. And the guy started Keemstar's car. And his phone automatically Bluetoothed to the speaker in the car. So this mechanic is driving Keem's car around, and he...
So this guy wasn't even working on the car. He was driving the car. Imagine if he got in an accident because he got jump scared by Becky.
And which one makes more sense? That they were laughing about the whole car thing, or that they were laughing because Keemstar was making fun of her dead uncle? Like,
yeah.
I mean,
it's just more weaponizing and more lies. Just that's what it is with Becky. It's exactly what it is.
It's so weird. Also, can we go back to Roxy? Roxy was confirmed to be an industry plant.
What?
Yeah, you haven't heard that story from Xylee on Rewind? Roxy was confirmed to be an industry plant. So I guess
No.
Roxy was in the middle of a grocery store of some sort, and she ran into Keemstar, and Keemstar brought her into the company.
Oh, that's how he found her?
That's how he found her. She didn't do
never
like
knew.
the regular tryout like everybody else. She didn't do any. No, she met him in person. He liked her jive, I guess, and she's in the LCU. And even though she had like these special privileges and she got more attention from Keemstar, because that's something that I've noticed when I was on Milkers, she got a lot of special attention from Keemstar. You go into any of these other group chats for these smaller shows and you'll get maybe a couple word responses from Keem. He's a very busy man. But when it came to Milkers and Queens, he would be in there all the time in the group chats. He would talk a little bit more. He would always send voice notes. He is very hands-on with these two ladies that have the biggest grief against him. Do you know how crazy that is? You barely do any work because it's being done for you. Keemstar is basically at your Becky and call, and now you're basically shitting on him. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Instead of even being thankful for the opportunity. When actually, I make a good point there. You turn around and you'll start to cry and say you're so grateful for this opportunity. You're so fucking thankful for it. And then you turn around and go and do this. Exactly what you keep doing. You flip-flop.
Mm-hmm.
God. I felt like she was trying, but I don't know.
Did you see Keem 3000 go on to live and save the Fat Girls Jam song?
Are you talking
that was
about
actually
your...
really cool. He brought that shit back. That was cool.
I didn't see that.
Wait, was...
Oh yeah, he played at the end of something.
I just want to be clear.
I'm surprised you didn't tell the docket team to put those clips in the docket. We could have talked about your appearance.
Being Keemstar. But what appearance?
Your appearance. Keemstar's appearance on live. We could have talked about it.
Keem 3000. Yeah,
you were on.
Keem
Okay.
3000. He saved that song.
No, shut him up. It was fun,
once. Wait. Okay, wait.
Yeah,
Let
he showed up and he danced and had a good ass time. Brought the song back.
Angie uploaded, said, "Little girl, I am driving. You are such a low-hanging fruit that you don't deserve to pull me over. You don't deserve me to pull over. Oh, and I slept well last night. Make sure you run that OBS tomorrow." It's... We have Megan Rowland saying,
so
honestly,
funny.
the yelling and screaming from Becky and Tina really got annoying to me. We have somebody that said, I think in order for Tina to have a show, I think in order to have Tina want you on the show, it is not to stir shit up with her. You want Tina to like hanging out with you, and that's not causing shit. Tina likes chill. We also have somebody who said, she did have talent. I was a huge Milker supporter. Loved when she was on with her other co-host. Exactly. Becky made more money than any of you and Milkers, never around. So yeah, money makers got attention. Yeah, that's not the fucking point. The point is that she got all that attention. She still asked for more. That is the point. There is a sunken cost fallacy that is going on in the LCU where tiny shows that are basically struggling to stay alive, that have to do their own thumbnails, that have to do their own content, that has to do basically everything in between and still stream every fucking day, they barely get any attention. And then when it comes to Milkers and
appreciation.
Exactly. And when it comes to Becky and, I'm saying Becky because Tina does what she does. Okay, she gets her shit and she runs the fucking show. But Becky still complains. That's the whole fucking point. Queef, she already messes with Mike. I really can't believe Keem has given Becky and Roxy a road back. He's soft. Let's talk about that. So apparently they can come back if they do that 1 hour video.
And it's one of the perks of being the biggest shows. He wants to help them succeed, and Roxy and Becky have the most issues. They needed a little bit more communication, but yeah, they took it for granted for sure.
Like always, that's what they do. That's just exactly what it is. But to answer Angie Unloaded, that's just excuses. That's all I fucking hear is excuses. So you really don't give a shit about the LCU then?
If
Do you
she's
not
already
care
got
about
the
being on here?
position,
Do you not
then-
care about being on here? Do you not care about none of that? Because
Buff
fighting with me
Weeb.
is easy. It's making people laugh. It's doing shit.
Buff
But of
Weeb
course,
is in
coming up here and
chat.
fighting with me, that's no big.
Real quick, Buff Weeb is in chat. He says the only content that they have there, in my opinion, is Tina. Becky got here off the back of RTU, and people forget that. That is very true. So Becky came here because she had a story. She had a nugget of a story, and that was RTU. Then she came and she was very popular because of the whole dating thing. That was a big scandal.
Yeah.
Becky sticks around because of these scandals. She causes problems and trouble and everything else. They were barely hanging on to relevancy because of the scandal that they had with Live. When they were, not having a redirect anymore. Does everybody forget that? They were barely alive because of the whole redirect scandal. And
Wasn't there a scandal about her selling her ass on the internet or something like that?
That
as well?
too, in general, like everything that makes Becky is scandal, drama, fakeness, scripted. Everything that makes Becky who she is those things. So you take that away from Becky. What is Becky? What is Becky? Do you really think that Becky can leave the LCU? Who is she going to have scandal with? Nobody. It's just going to be Becky talking to a camera. And that is the one thing that a lot of people... That is the one thing...
Somehow think she deserves that.
Exactly.
Christopher Williams said, I'll be honest, alright, I meant, Rem said, Buff, Tina got here from Boogie and Mike, just saying.
That's also true. That's also true, but Tina's Tina.
But
Tina
she's
can be entertaining just as
Yeah,
Tina.
she's entertaining as fuck.
She's
like if you watch all of her old videos, you laugh at everything she's in. That shit is fucking funny as fuck. That fire that was in her, I know, is slowly being drained out.
Yeah, so
I think Tina is absolutely hilarious.
Tina's hilarious in my opinion too, but when it comes to Becky and what she does when she does like a solo stream, I just don't find that entertaining. She just talks to the camera. She can get drunk maybe and people can laugh at her, crying and spurging out, but when it comes to if she's not in the LCU, if she's not in the LCU, who is she going to yell at? Who is she going to yell about? Nobody. Maybe she'll basically become a detractor like all the other Voldemorts. Because whenever people leave the LCU, what do? They talk about the LCU. Because they still want a connection to it some way, somehow. And they know that gets the views. Being the outside looking in sort of perspective.
I mean, yeah, and honestly, with that, it's just the same shit I've said about Becky. To me, it's not entertaining. All it's been is just shaking tits and ass. That's the other thing, is just doing that shit. I don't really see how that's entertaining. I don't. To me, it just kind of gets gross after a while.
So one of the trolls, as always, Mr. No-No, says, if Becky is so terrible and Tina is so great, why can't Tina make money on her own? Did you see Tina's streams without Becky?
Tina never said she was a main character, though.
Tina still has a pretty good channel without her.
Sidekick. She said she's a wacky sidekick that will get in your ass. That's what makes her great.
Becky and her dynamic has changed a lot. At first, Becky did have so much entertainment. Like that first stream she did when her cat started the stream and she was drunk and she streamed all night. That was a great stream. I remember being like so impressed when it came out. But I think she's just, I don't know, it's just gotten different. They're not the same people as they were back then.
I've watched Queen since it first started, and honestly, that Becky it's not the same. It really isn't. There's a lot that's changed. It's not entertaining anymore. It's just played the fuck out.
We have Nikki Cosme, who's in members waiting. I'm going to bring up this person. Nikki, how are you doing? Do you have any opinions on what is going on when it comes to Becky, Roxy, Milkers, Queens, anything like that?
Yeah.
I have I have an opinion on Pigtails thinking that she can go to Queens.
Oh shit. Hell yeah.
What is it?
Okay, let's hear it.
So you keep saying that like you're on everybody's mind and blah blah blase whatever you think.
Yeah, I was. It seems that everybody brought my name up all night. Seems that my name was brought up on Queens.
You're a fucking
So I
Becky.
guess that would mean I am
You
on their
are
mind,
a
technically,
Becky
rather than
Jr.
any other host.
You-
Was any other host on their mind? No.
You are a Becky Jr. You think you run every show. You think you are the lead star of every show. You disappear for how long? I'll always be in. Bitch, you won't do anything but put fucking mustard and ketchup on your face.
Bitch, it's called real life problems.
You can't even put a fucking bikini on. If we
I
donated
never said I wouldn't do
if-
anything for it, though. Never did. But let's talk about that for a second, though, with these fucking interns. Tell me what they brought yesterday. Did they bring anything to the fucking table? You had Tina right in front of you, and you could have fought with Tina. No, you sat there saying my name the whole fucking time. You sat there talking about me when you should have been doing it with Tina to show why you should be on Queens. At least when I'm given something, I am told what I'm told to do, I do it. If I was told to fight with Tina, I fight with Tina. If I was told to fight with Roxy, I fight with Roxy. Not turn around and say, nah, I don't feel like doing that. Nah, I'm gonna be a super fan. Nah, I'm gonna sit here and not do shit. Am I wrong? Am I fucking wrong? No, I'm not. Exactly. Thank you.
The only thing I've seen you do or heard you do is put mustard on your face. Anything other than that, you're just like a lump on
Wow,
a
that's all
fucking
you could come
log.
up with? Wow, with
You're
all
a
the shit,
fucking
that is so
lump on the
original.
log.
So original. Like, I have not heard that one before.
You've
It's been
heard it
days. I'm
1,000
sitting up here
times.
spurging the
You
fuck
don't
out. Do
do
I have mustard
shit.
on my face right now? No.
You don't do shit. That's why you've heard it 1,000 times.
And you know what? You don't
do shit.
compete where you don't compare.
You don't do shit. I guarantee you, if we asked you to take your fucking stupid ass pigtails out, you wouldn't even fucking do that.
Not without the right price.
Okay, so if someone paid you, I guarantee you wouldn't fucking do that because you don't do shit. Fucking Sweet Tea does more than you.
I've actually been up here for a full ass week and have made money. Have any of the interns done any of that? No.
So let me
Are they
guess.
entertaining as fuck? No.
So
Have
let
they
me
done any
guess.
of the shit I've
You-
done? No.
Let
But
me
it's funny
guess.
that you're saying
You've
here,
made
sitting
the
here saying all
show.
this as if I am an intern.
Let me
I'm
guess.
on a
you've
show.
Let me guess. You've made the show like you're fucking queen shit.
You know, this is boring. Can you come harder than that? I'm like legitimately bored.
You're the one that keeps repeating your fucking self.
You came up here with such an opinion, and now I'm fucking bored. Could you give me something that's like worth even fucking talking about? This is now
I
just
gave you. I
same ass
did give
shit.
you something. I gave you my opinion. That's giving you something. You fucking
Yeah, and I got
retard.
you so upset. So I guess I'm doing fine.
You don't got me upset. You're just fucking retarded.
You're up here. You're up here to tell me an opinion, right? So I guess I did.
Because people asked for people to come up for their opinions, so that's what I did.
Mhm.
That's
And you
what
came here and
show
gave
is
me an
for.
opinion. I obviously am in your head too. I can see it. You can
You're
tell.
not in it. You're far from in my head.
But you
When you were
gave your
gone,
opinion.
when
But you
you were
gave your
gone,
opinion. So there
nobody
you go.
talked about you. Nobody thought about you. Nothing. You're not
But
in
you gave your
nobody's head
opinion.
like
So there you go.
you're not in
You gave your
anybody's.
opinion. So there you go. Have anything else?
You're not in anybody's head like you fucking think you are. You're not no queen shit like you fucking think you are.
Actually, I am. If they talk about me all night long, yeah, actually, I think I am.
So what do you
If
sit there
not, they
flick-
wouldn't even speak up my name.
I bet you sit there flicking your bean. Oh, the LCU, everybody's thinking about me. You're fucking retarded, dude. I'd rather look at your fucking posters than you in the background.
Oh, so you're telling me all of your fantasies, all of your wet dreams? Is that what you're thinking of right now? That makes sense. But
Of
here, I'm gonna let
you?
you take the floor because you're somehow so entertaining. So go right on ahead.
I never said I was entertaining. When the fuck did I say I was entertaining? If I was entertaining, I would have tried to get on the fucking show.
Real
Came
quick.
on
But as long as you're up here looking, as long as you're up here watching the show, whatever. That's your opinion. Thank
with
you.
your and
Thank you.
90% of the people are here for beans.
Thank you.
Not
Ooh.
for not for
Great.
fucking pigtails.
Great.
The whole 292 people are here
Great.
for beans.
Great.
So stop.
Good for
so
beans.
stop.
Kudos on beans.
So
So,
stop
real
inflating your
quick,
head. That's all I'm trying
we
to tell
have
you.
people in the
Yeah.
main
That's
chat
in
of the
there.
Discord. We have Wheels who said, I just had a great idea at Rostov at Bookie. You should put pigtails on Queens with Tina, because if you think about it, it would be great content. They are both fiery. I think it would be an interesting dynamic. But we also have Jump Cut saying, content will be better if Tina was paired with an opposite like Becky from the start. Then they can rebuild. And then there's some people saying that it has been a long time coming where they saw Tina with a glimmer in her eye. It seems like she's much more calm than before.
I think a lot of people probably are getting mad at
And
you,
I-
Pigtails, because you seem like you got a big head and a big ego,
And of
and you
course
haven't
you're
been
gonna
here very
push.
long.
And
It's
of
just
course you're
me.
gonna push
I'm
Tina's
just me.
buttons.
I'm being me.
Of course you're gonna push Tina's buttons when you go in there and all you do is insult her. That's obviously gonna push her buttons. Can you have a conversation with her? You're like what, 20 years old? Can you have a conversation with a 55-year-old without sounding immature?
Good point.
Don't care. I
Yeah,
don't care.
that's
Yes, I can.
Exactly.
Yes, I can.
Exactly.
I don't care.
I
I
don't
don't care.
care. That's
Ma'am,
all
I
you
hope
can
you
say.
enjoy
I
the
don't
show.
care.
Love it or hate it. Thank you. I hope you enjoy the show. Love
That
it or hate it.
wait. That's a
Yes,
good point.
I don't care.
How old are
By the
you
way,
exactly,
Beans,
Pigtails?
I'm
I'd
24.
say that was the exact age I was gonna say, 24.
Yeah, I was gonna guess 25.
But Beans, I love you.
You
You're a
came up here with
sweetheart.
Thank you so much.
You're
I really
definitely
appreciate it.
the eye candy of the show. You're definitely
I wouldn't say
yeah.
that.
Sweet Tea, you're a sweetheart too.
Thank
I
you,
really
man.
appreciate you
I'm trying.
coming on.
Die.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
For
We
actually
appreciate you
sharing
being
an
here.
opinion.
Yeah.
Have a good one,
You have.
ladies.
Have a good one.
Bye. Have a
We
good
also
day.
have
You
the
you.
EUDYE693855. That's a very interesting name. What can I call you? Good afternoon. Do you have any sort of opinions on Milkers, Queens, Becky, Tina, anything?
YOLO.
YOLO?
That's true. True statement. Facts.
Is that all? Alrighty. I almost thought that was Mr. Fatgrim himself, because that's basically the amount of words and entertainment he brings. Poke Gaga with the 199, he threw a tomato and then said PT. So Pigtails, I think he threw you a tomato through his 199 super chat.
Okay.
So now we're just
Gotta
shutting
have-
down. Are you going to
But
use an
honestly-
AI voice
honestly,
next?
No, I'm not shutting down. I was going to ask you a question. I did not hear what that dude said because my internet cut out. So
He just said YOLO.
whoever jumped on here. Okay.
And then we have a 2 from Mr. Boom Boom Pow. He says Pokussy.
You know how much I loved that episode yesterday.
Yeah, you did.
Love
A
those
lot of
comments.
people liked you, Sweet Tea. You really bring some entertainment when it comes to just how crazy the words out your mouth can be. You started talking about Darth Vader and how he can pin you up against the wall. Then you started talking about that Lego game that you started playing and how the controller vibrates. And then we started talking about Pokemon.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, I
Digimon,
love
yeah.
talking about the weird stuff sometimes. That's why I got so messed up when I first came on and went on to Madhouse when it was a thing. Because I thought, oh, you can talk about weird stuff here. And then it just kept following me.
Mm-hmm. We also have a 10 by Delaney. I believe that's how you say your
Thank you,
name.
Delaney.
For some reason, the TTS does not want to work today because of all the audio issues that I had. But again, thank you so much, Delaney. Views are down. Pigtails is annoying and her big ego is off-putting. All facts. Also incapable of constructive criticism. Doesn't want to make me click.
If I'm not taking constructive criticism, not doing that at all, wouldn't I do exactly what Pup Stars did and just jump off the show and be like, oh, you're making the content about me and just jump off the show? No. That's not what I'm doing at all. So I'm taking constructive criticism. If that's having an ego, okay, you know what? Whatever. I am me. If you don't like it, don't watch. That's what I'm going to say, and I'm just going to keep it at that. I am me. If you don't like it, don't come. That's how I see.
So
that's how I see it.
Yeah, so when it comes to things like that, what's the best way to put this? So I understand when you first come on to the LCU and you're an intern, and the easiest thing to say is, if you don't like me, don't watch me. If you don't like me, just don't be here. But the thing is, some people watch for certain hosts. So if you have a show, let's just say it's Locale Live. Some people only watch for Keemstar. They hate Boogie. They hate Rastov. Or they only watch for Boogie and they hate Keemstar and they hate Rastov. Or they only watch for Rastov and they hate the other two. Or maybe they like two hosts and hate the other. For example, a lot of people love Keemstar and Boogie and they hate Rastov, but they still watch because they're other people. But the fact that there are interns that come on and they say, if you don't like me, just don't watch in general, you're kind of pushing off the fact that there's other hosts that you're working with.
But I'm gonna chime in and say you can still watch for me and Beans, but I didn't want to interrupt.
And I'm not an intern. I'm just gonna make that clear. I'm not an intern. I have a host role. If not, I would have an intern role. I'm a host. And it's exactly what I'm saying right here. If you just don't like what you see, don't watch. What else can I tell you? You can watch for more or you just will go. What the fuck? I am
you're
me.
trying
That's
to do
just
better.
who I am.
Or that
Yes, I am trying. Yes, I'm trying to be better. Yes, you are exactly right at that. I am trying to be better. But that does not mean that I'm not going to still be me.
That's true. So
I'm not going to sit around here doing
Pow,
absolutely nothing.
Mr. Boom Boom Pow with the 5 says, never say to people don't watch. You've been pushing people away, and the VCs have been filled with people talking about ending their memberships. Try. What will you do in order to make people get a membership? What would you do to make people want to donate?
Well, you're just going to have to watch and see. You're just going to have to watch and see. That's what I'm going to tell you right here, right now.
Okay. So far, Poke Gaga with another tomato for PT, $1.99. And then Poke Gaga with another $1.99. Tomato, sorry, I ran out of money.
Aw. You do so much, thank you.
And Poke Gaga's awesome, especially yesterday after all the super chats that he did in order to talk about various Pokemons and their ussies adjacent. We have Jen in chat saying, I changed my mind, put her on Queens. She will leave in a week and she can be done with this.
I guess you have to watch and see.
It's harder than it looks.
Well, of course, doing this, it's a lot of work. You got to be willing to put in the work, which is exactly what I want to do. I don't understand what is going on here. You guys are wanting me to do all the work? Is that what the problem is here? I'm a little confused about what's going on in here.
No. So whenever people, I think what rubs people the wrong way is the fact that you say, if you don't like me, don't watch. But you're not giving any room for redemption, right? So if you don't like me, don't watch. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to even try to show you what I can do in order for you to like me again.
I will show you what I can do. I will show you what I can do. And be entertaining as much as I can be. Do what I do best. But if you don't like me because of the way I come off, that's what I mean. I will not change the way I come off to people, no matter what. I'm going to stay who I am. I'm going to tell it like it is. And if it just bothers you that much, sorry. Sorry. That's all I can tell you.
Apparently that guy that was saying YOLO, he was trying to play Fat Girl Summer through a speaker or something and it just wasn't picking up. I'm so sorry, E. We thought you were just a weirdo, just trying to say YOLO and leave.
Yeah, we didn't hear that.
That would have been cool.
Yeah. Especially, I don't know. Is Fat Girl Summer dead? Because Becky was like the fat girl of the LCU.
But she ruined the song. The Fat Girl Summer song is the best song. That shit could go to #1. Look, it brought Keem back yesterday. That shit, hell yeah.
Jax Jack Smooth Johnny with $2. W Pigtail, screw the haters. They'll keep watching.
I mean, I love my haters. I'm going to tell you that right now. I love all of my haters. I can't get enough of them. I love my supporters. That is the absolute truth. I'm going to stay exactly who I am. I'm not going to change. That's just who I am.
I thank God
I rub people the wrong way, so what?
A lot of my haters have backed off a lot lately, so I'm happy about that.
Well, you give redemption. Even though you had a lot of controversy, you still came back and you keep coming in strong, and you just act like sweet tea. You're sweet tea.
Yeah.
You just say like some out of pocket shit and you're unapologetically yourself.
That's true. It's a good thing to be confident, I guess, sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you can't
Maximus
make sense of it. It's just
Houdini
words.
saying that you need to take some kind of criticism.
I
do you
am
think?
taking some sort of criticism. I'm listening to it, ain't
I? Yeah, sure.
I mean, it's different taking the criticism when people are just saying, oh, you're just this, you're just this, you're just this, you're just hateful, you're just this, you're just coming off abrasive, you're just this. That is just me. That's not really, I don't get it. Like, criticism as you just want me to be like how Becky was, fake? That's what I'm not understanding. You want me to be fake? Is that what it is? I come here to entertain. I'm coming in here doing what I do best. I'm not fake.
It seems like the people that have too much of an ego and won't be just a little bit humble, people don't like that kind of stuff. They get the most flack.
I am humble. I'm grateful for the opportunity I got. I am humble. Nothing about me said I wasn't. I am confident. You damn right.
Oh, your best friend's here.
Hey, Beans. You added me in main chat?
Yeah, so just to give a little bit of what Pigtails can bring to the table. Pigtails, I think that you have wait, do you have the stream in the background? I can hear it.
Yeah, I turned it off. My bad.
Okay, so you can bring the fire out of people. Fat Grim has been pretty chill all this time. You think you can bring some fire out of him?
Okay, well, I heard you talking all that stuff about you wanted to come on here and get our chat to donate and do all this stuff. So do what you do best. Have the floor, sir.
Well, no, I was really just asking. I thought today was supposed to be like a swimsuit episode or something. And I was on Ozzy last night and got a pretty good idea. I'm not sure. When is that happening?
When is that happening?
Monday.
So I did a poll yesterday. I think it was just very last minute. But I think we could do it for the next weekend. I think that would be fun. Bring a little bit more.
Oh, man.
So it's not on Monday?
I mean, I had a little idea. I mean,
So you came to look at us in our bikinis?
Nah, I was gonna wear a bikini underneath a bunch of clothes, and then if they donated, I'll take like a piece of clothes off each time.
You wear a bikini? Like 2-piece?
Yeah. But underneath like a ton of clothes. So if they wanted to see it, they would have to donate.
How much would it be to donate to take off an article of clothing?
I don't know. I would probably per article of clothing. I mean, I'm not gonna make it easy. I'll definitely put a couple pieces of clothes on top, but I don't know. We'll probably make it something like $10 to take a piece off. I don't know. Does that sound good, or is that too cheap? Or too much?
A lot of people are saying no thanks. You would make nothing. Give PT and Grim a side show, Thunderdome style. Oh shit, that would be great. I think she's. You think that you can make content with Fat Grim?
I mean, if you're up here saying that you're gonna make money for our chat, go ahead and do it. So all kudos to you is honestly what I'm gonna say to you. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
I
Good
think
for you.
no. I think
Come
a
make
lot of
money for our
people.
show.
I think a lot
Good
of people
idea.
want you to interact with him. Show what you can do when it comes to.
I really don't want to. Like I said, this guy is boring. I don't care. Like I said, and I told him before, I don't care. You're
You
boring.
can make it if you're interesting though. You can make him interesting.
Pigtails. Give me some like actual valuable criticism. Calling me boring isn't valuable. What can I do to be less?
Well, first off, you quit laying there like a fucking super fan laying on a
So
fucking
you're- so
fat
you're
ass
sa-
bed and
so
shit.
you're
Like, what the
sitting
fuck?
there- you're
Like, what the
telling me
fuck?
I'm doing the
You're up
exact
on our
same
show
thing you're
wanking
doing.
dick and shit acting like you're somebody. Like, I don't get that.
What?
That I'm doing
Why do
what?
I need to give you any what?
Wait,
Bro,
no,
like
no.
I said, I
So,
don't
Pete,
care. I
so
have
wait,
nothing to
Pigtail.
say to you.
Okay,
If you
cool,
don't
cool.
see it,
So,
if you
Pigtail,
don't get it, and I gotta give you
valuable
advice, then
criticism
you
to me.
don't need to
You're a
be here.
valuable
If
criticism
I
to
need
me.
to give you advice, you don't need to be here. If you
You're a
don't know what you
valuable-
want,
you're
you
a
don't know what
valuable
to do, you
criticism.
don't know what you're going to do, you don't need to be here.
You're
At
valuable
least go about it
criticism.
that way.
Okay, you're a valuable criticism to me. Okay, first off, I want to make one thing clear. I've never hopped on your show unless either someone invited me on or added me in main chat. But here's the thing. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I'm here and your valuable criticism to me is that you're doing the exact same thing I'm doing, sitting and talking to the stream. That's what I need to do to be less boring. I'm the one that goes on all the other streams. I'm doing jumping jacks. I'm doing all that shit that they're asking me to do.
The same shit that Rostov does? The same shit we've seen before?
Fucking milk on me.
Where's that Boogie Entertainment? You said you were as good as Boogie. Show us then.
Hey,
Here
don't
you
compare
go.
me to Boogie.
Here's a
Don't compare me
platform.
to Boogie.
You're the one who
Well,
said that.
you
Those
said
are your
you were
fucking
as
words.
good as I said I was told that
you
I
said
looked
you
like
were as
Boogie.
good as Boogie.
I said
so
I
then
was
show
told that I
us
looked
then.
Peas in a
like Boogie.
pod.
And then as soon as I do remember saying that, but as soon as I said it, I was like, oh no, yeah, nah, I'm nothing like Boogie. Like Boogie's been in this entertainment too long. You're talking to a guy that's been on the streams for a week, and like Boogie's been entertaining for what, 20 years? Come on
You're
now.
showing no comparison, exactly like I'm saying. That's definitely Boogie level entertainment.
Pigtails, you're not entertaining either, bro. Like, I don't know what you think. You're like on top of the
And
world.
I'm on a show and you're still an intern.
Okay, bro, give me some time.
Don't compete where you don't compare. No, how about you go find your own fucking ideas, go do your own
What
fucking
I'm doing,
thing.
bro.
Stop
You
coming to
hop
me for all
on
this fucking
multiple
shit.
shows.
Leave me
You hop
alone.
on
I have
multiple
nothing
shows.
to say
Okay,
to
at the end of the day,
Because anytime we
Pigtails,
say
at
anything
the end
to
of the
you,
day,
you just start
Pigtails,
cloud chasing,
at the
trying
end
to
of
run
the day,
after people's
Pigtails.
DMs and shit.
Okay, you
I
want me
don't
to
have
leave,
shit
then
to
shut
say
the
to
fuck
you.
up. If you want me to leave, then shut the fuck up for a second.
Fuck you! I don't gotta shut
All right,
shit
fuck you
up
too.
my show,
Fuck you too, bitch.
You're
Fuck,
on
okay, give
my
me a
show,
sec. Give me a sec.
bitch.
Give me a sec. It's not your show.
Get the
It's not
fuck
your
off
show.
my show. Don't tell me to shut the
It's gonna go to
fuck
two
up.
hosts too, and it's gonna be
Who the
Sweet Tea
fuck
and
are
Beans.
you? Who
It's gonna be
the
Sweet Tea
fuck
and
are you to
Beans.
tell me to shut the fuck up on my show, bitch? Get the fuck out of here then. Tell me to shut the fuck up. Show some fucking respect. I don't go on your fucking bullshit telling you to shut the
show
fuck
respect.
up.
I
Don't
show
tell me
respect to you and
shit.
show me respect.
Don't tell
I
me
show respect
shit.
to everyone. I show respect to everyone.
So
But
coming
if you
up here
don't show
telling me to shut the
respect-
fuck up ain't showing respect, bro.
Hey, listen.
Don't tell
listen,
me shit.
listen,
Big head real
listen,
quick.
listen. Okay, maybe I was a little far, my bad. But listen, I'm just saying, you're coming at my neck, that's why I'm gonna come back at yours. I'm not someone that's gonna sit there and take it. No one is. We're fucking human.
Bro, you're so fucking boring. I don't
You're
care.
boring too.
I just don't give a fuck, man.
I've
I
done way
don't
more
care.
entertaining shit than you've done.
To me,
Sweetie,
we're all
tell me
on
we're on the
levels.
same level, please.
Okay,
No,
all right,
Sweetie,
all I
please
wanna
explain to
say-
me how
all
we're
I
on the
wanna say,
same level,
Pigtails,
please.
we
This
have
dude is an intern who literally. Wait. Let me make a point. This dude came up here and said to tell the chat what he exactly wanted to do.
Fat Grim,
Real
just
quick,
because you
Scott
lie
dude
about
with the
having an
10.
ostrich doesn't
Fat
mean you
Grim,
have
just
clout.
because you lie about having an ostrich does not mean you have clout. Continue.
I don't think I have clout. I mean, it's
Okay.
gonna be a
This
stable
dude came up
process.
on the stream and literally said to tell the chat that he would spray Febreze in his fucking mouth for money. That was his idea.
Well,
That
no,
shows
no.
right there.
His
It
new
just
idea
shows
is
right
a
there.
lot
Have
better.
we done that? Have we said anything like that?
I
No.
just moved.
What the fuck?
I just moved. I don't have anything disgusting to eat. Sorry.
Yeah, and that's like an honest mistake. You know, some people probably wouldn't know that's against the rules. But you know, I think
right.
we're all starting out. None of us have been in the groove long enough to be better than anybody else. So I think you should have a chance, Ultra.
Thank you, sweetie.
And you have a chance to fucking prove yourself and have not done it yet. Not yet.
Okay,
You have
okay,
not
Pigtail.
shown shit yet.
Okay,
Your
Pigtail,
literal
Pigtails.
point is to
Pigtail,
fucking do
Pigtails,
that?
Pigtails,
What the
Pigtails.
fuck?
Pigtails. I was willing to wear a swimsuit. You're not. And tell you what, I'll be on your stream and I'm gonna shave my eyebrows too. I'm gonna do both. Good night or good afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your show. Bye.
Holy shit.
I have it muted, so it's not like I heard anything you fucking said anyway.
He said that he was going to wear a bikini and shave his eyebrows when he comes back on.
Yeah, exactly. Still shit that I'm fucking doing. Exactly. Because you can't come up with anything else original. Exactly what I'm fucking saying. And what I mean by that is I said I'm shaving my eyebrows. So you're going to come up here and shave your eyebrows rather than doing anything else? What?
I think he's.
But I
wanting
forgot
to-
your idea of entertainment is spraying Febreze in your mouth. Don't
Poke
do that.
Gaga with the 5 says, "I don't like you because you put your trauma and your hate for men on me, as if I would ever be interested in your jazz pigtails."
Dude,
N.A.
I don't even
fails.
think about you, bro.
Tomato.
You are like literally not even in my fucking brain, dude. When the fuck have I ever said a fucking thing about you? The fuck?
The other day you said you didn't like him, I think, is what he's.
No, I called him a gooner and then he got mad and ran off. That is the honest truth. Other
he's
than
one
that,
of our-
I have not said a fucking word about this dude. Nothing.
He's one of the big supporters on all the shows. I've seen him on a lot of the shows, like all the time.
I do not know
the
where
people
Beans
we're
went.
performing for.
I don't know where Beans went. That's what I see in the chat. Where's Beans? I have no clue. She just kind of walked off.
Probably had to go to the bathroom or something. Mr. Boom Boom Pow with 5 says, "I've been a big supporter of the show until you calm down, relax, and apologize for how you've acted. This will be my last bit of support."
I'm me. I'm unapologetic. I am me. What the
Jesus
fuck? What do I
Christ.
need to apologize for? Sit there and tell me that. What do I need to apologize for? For being me? Because nobody's told me that yet. Exactly what the fuck I need to apologize for. The fuck do I gotta be sorry for? The hell did I do to anybody? Except be me and do exactly what I'm doing. What got me here?
Shifty with 2 says, "You are a content cuck, PT, and unoriginal deaf mid."
If content is bringing Gooch up here to do, like he said, his ideas of, spraying Febreze in his mouth, then okay, I will cuck that content because you're not supposed to be going out there and doing that.
Could you at least apologize to Mr. Boom Boom Pow? I really like him. I don't want him to go.
For what? I didn't do shit. I don't gotta apologize to nobody. What the fuck did I do? Tell me that. What the fuck have I done?
Mr. Boom Boom Pow, if there's any way I can make it up to you, just let me know. I'll do whatever you want me to do. Because
So
I really like you
Mr.
here. I don't
Boom
want you
Boom
to go.
Pow is legitimately one of our biggest supporters.
Telling me to apologize for what? What the fuck have I done?
I think he feels like you were disrespecting the supporters, maybe.
How? How am I disrespecting the supporters? Somebody tell me that. I'm giving what everybody's asking me to do. What I came in here to do. Like I said, I'm confrontational as fuck. I contradict shit people say. I came in here doing that shit that I'll embarrass my fucking self for 2 hours. That's what I came in here and said. It got me a host role. I'm here. And now everybody wants me to apologize? Isn't that just being fake? I don't understand that.
There's a difference between being fake and you. God damn. Chat, please explain. Please explain. I can't do this. I'm already mentally just checked out. Poke Gaga with the 199 for projecting some weird past trauma onto viewers. We have Mr. Boom Boom Pow.
Where? Where? Can you tell me where? Because I said that some gooch was not fucking entertaining. That's projecting some past fucking shit. I haven't done shit. What the fuck are you talking about? What do I need to apologize for?
Somebody said Beans traded Pup for these two, LMFAO. No, I did not trade Pup for these two. I gave Pup the chance that she needed to defend herself. I said I didn't want her to leave. I wanted her to do the same thing that we're doing to Pigtails right now, which is just maybe apologize, maybe try to get the audience on your side, and maybe people are just too new to know what that means.
Bro, like I said, I love all my haters. I love all my supporters. I'm being dead ass honest when I'm saying that. I am me. I am who I am. I came here doing exactly what I'm doing right now. That's how I came into the LCU. I don't get what I need to apologize for.
Cynthia Breer with $2 says Pigtails for Queens.
Okay, if
You
you
got some
were
supporters.
Thank you, Cynthia Breyer.
Okay. Let's end it. We are at 1:59. We can go a couple minutes over, but in general, we're going to do a poll to see should Pigtails apologize. And maybe we can do an apology stream.
No, what? I don't get it. The ultimatum part. I really don't understand it. I really don't. I don't get this. I need to apologize for what? What the fuck do I need to apologize for? I am doing what I came here to do. What got me in the door? And now everybody's mad because I'm doing what I do? I don't fucking know.
Well, that could be your apology. You can do what you do best and you can shave your eyebrows. I think some people would find that very entertaining.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes, entertaining like I said I would do because of the bathing suit stream. Exactly. I will come and entertain.
We'll let that run for a couple minutes. So we have Poke Gaga with the 199 again. You know what you did, pig fails. We also have Milltown with the 2. Thank you so much, Poke Gaga, by the way. Milltown with the 2. Put pigtails on queens and WW on dolls. We have... You already read the Cynthia Breyer one. Thank you so much, Sweet Tea.
Oh, you're welcome. I've been paying attention. I've been trying to. God. This stream really derailed into something different.
Absolutely.
Somehow turn on to me. I'm literally confused here. We literally went from talking about Becky and the shit's going on with Roxy to turn it on to me for some fucking
Nick's
reason
red
to where I gotta apologize for something. I'm really confused here.
Yesterday, Buff
You're exactly right when you say that.
Wearing Victorian dresses.
No, real quick. Oh, we have Nick Z Red with a 999. Yesterday, Buff pitched that you all do a stream wearing Victorian dresses, hats, having tea, and saying the raunchiest shit. Any chance that could be the next goal? That's interesting.
I've been wanting a Victorian dress for so long, but they're very expensive. And if you're trying to make it by hand, it's so hard to make. I spent like a whole year trying to make one time, and I had to throw it away because I couldn't do it.
I mean, I think they just mean like we have to look very fancy and have tea and just sound not like the way that we look. There's somebody telling Wonder Woman to jump up and have a talk with us, I guess. I was thinking about ending the stream, but I don't know if we can get some more content, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
I mean, I do. I gotta go.
Oh, you gotta go?
Somewhere I really need to be. Yeah. I'm available till now, and I really gotta get out of here.
That is no problem. Well, we have the poll that said, should we have an apology stream? Don't know what that's going to entail, but there was a 77% yes. Either
for what?
I have to apologize.
For what?
Sweet Tea has to apologize. Maybe you have to we'll talk about it more in the VCs.
Yeah, figure out exactly what everybody's thinking.
But like I'm gonna say to everybody else in the chat, like Angie, all these interns, I was up here for 2 hours. 2 hours and nobody showed. Nobody did anything. So honestly, I don't know what to tell you. I was right here and nobody came and got it like they said. But I gotta get going. I gotta really get to this event right now.
That's true. Okay, so before you go, I actually came up with an idea right on the spot. I think we're gonna have intern rumble. I think we're gonna have all the interns on this stream. We're going to have you two as hosts on the stream as well, and I will run the OBS, and all the interns can really show their personalities, have arguments with each other, say which show belongs to which intern and things like that. I think that would be very fun. Intern Royale Rumble, let's fucking go. Let's see if we can do that for Monday.
That'd be so much fun. So that we can, and then the interns can show what they've got too. It'd be good for both of us.
Always finds a way for them to not work. It'll just show us exactly what's going on.
I think that could be
It'll prove it.
Your apology is being unapologetically yourself. My light just fell.
Yes. Oh.
Continue.
That is true. I said yes, but I'm like about to be seriously late.
Okay, well, you can go pigtails. Let's just disconnect you real quick. So, Sweet Tea, I think this is a plan. We're going to have intern Royale Rumble on Monday. Well, hopefully. I need to talk to everybody. Hopefully we can do that. hopefully we can make that happen because I think it will be very fun.
Oh yeah, it'd be great. It'd be great to see how she does against the other girls because can't even talk to Ultra.
Not even just the girls. Remember, Ultra is also an intern, and they have a lot of beef between them.
I don't know if you heard
who is another
he was gonna wear
AMAC for Queens.
Bikini.
Pigtails needs a reality check. Like the stream, yes, please like the stream. Thank you, Jaded. Beans, tell us a scary story. Becky's coming back. Becky's coming
back.
Exactly. Do it tomorrow. Some of the interns work Monday. I'll be in the Discord. I'll try to talk with the interns. There is an intern chat. If people are more available on Sunday than Monday, then we can probably do it. Just keep an eye out on the announcements. I will try to make sure that it is also in the community tab, if anything. Okay. But Royal Rumble with all the interns, and people can maybe super chat or donate or membership, whatever you guys want to do to maybe say what intern should go on what show. That would be pretty fucking cool. Show Keemstar, especially because he's on a break. I'm sure he's watching some of the shows. Show Keemstar what you think would be best because he's been making all the moves so far. But if he sees that people are getting some support and people are being basically thrown into shows, I don't know. I think it would be a cool idea.
Ren asked, why is there no sweet tea emotes?
Oh, because my chat GPT, I ran out of free thingies and I forgot to do that today. But we will have sweet tea emotes because I'm pretty sure sweet tea is the one that's going to stick around longer than anybody. That's just my opinion.
Oh yeah, well, we could get rid of that one of Pupstar if we have to.
Nah, I want to keep that there. She's crying.
Aw.
we have like
I'm excited to get one.
You're gonna get multiple. What the fuck do you mean? We need you like laughing, crying, maybe with Darth Vader. I don't know. Pigtails. Can you go 2 hours without cursing? Maybe that could be Monday if we have interns. If we have interns on Sunday, then we can do that on Monday. Maybe have a censorship stream for her or a tape stream for her. But I don't want to do that. I want her to have her redemption arc. She at least didn't quit. People are gonna.
Yeah.
I feel bad because people are probably looking at me like Beans is the one that makes the interns quit. And I'm like, no, they just do this to themselves. I promise.
Wondering, because Pigtail said she had to be somewhere, but yesterday she was asking me if I wanted to do like almost an all-day stream where people could donate to keep the stream going. So if she had that planned.
That's very interesting. She did say that. She wanted us to do one of those streams, kind of like test. Yeah. Kind of like test of like, you donate 50. Oh, you donate 50 and you keep going. So the fact that she proposed that yesterday, but today she had somewhere to be.
Yeah, I remember that last minute. I was like, I don't know.
This was a very interesting stream. She got scared. She got scared of Wonder Woman going up there. Sweet Tea is a legend. Very true. Yeah, in general, this was a very interesting stream. I try to let you guys make the content. It was okay. It was okay. I think you guys just need to get the hang of things, the swing of things. Then I brought Ultra in here because I thought that she didn't really have much to say. I tried to get her a little bit aggravated.
A wall, like a complete mental wall around him, and can't cross it.
She does not like that man. Yeah, she does not like that man at all. Oh, people are mixing up the pigtails and the pup comments. Not the comments, the emotes together. The ones of them crying. That's very fitting.
Aww. That one of Pupstar is cute.
Yeah, I think this was a okay stream. The thing is, I am very burnt out. I did not want to stream today, but we are one of the bottom shows, and we cannot keep going with the whole like low energy or just no content or not streaming in general, because we would literally have a show we would not have a show by next month. Where's
Yeah.
Pigtails? Pigtails had somewhere to be, but it is 2:09. I think I want to end it at 2:10. Thank you guys so much for being here. Does anybody know if anybody's on right now so I could do a redirect to them?
That's what I was gonna ask. Let me look.
Is Cafe still on or are they off? This is the only complicated part about the weekend streams.
Cafe's still on.
Cafe still on?
Mm-hmm.
I'll do the redirect to Cafe.
All right.
Yeah, so in general, thank you guys for coming. Hopefully Pigtails can win your hearts, or maybe she can go to Queens and be her true unapologetic self. Beans, what happened to your lighting? My light fell and now it's broken, so this is what you're going to have to make do with until tomorrow or Monday.
Oh God.
Is there any closing remarks you would like to say, Miss Sweet Tea?
Oh, everybody just keep an open mind with Pigtails. Let's just let her show what she's got and do her thing. You know, I'm gonna try to get her to apologize to Mr. Boom and Pow and Pokey Gaga and see what she has to say for you guys.
Absolutely.
And Dawson said hi, Sweet Tea. Hi, Dawson.
Well, I'm sure you have some things to do. I also have to go hang out with a friend. So thank you guys, all you Barbie brats and bros. Tune in to the next stream. I'm going to keep you updated to know when the intern rumble is going to happen. Either Sunday, Monday, we'll see. Other than that, we love y'all. Bye-bye.